Conference 1 is the conference for Valorant, and we are here at Stay Plugged In. My name is Bearlight alongside Beza, and we have some high school Valorant action going on right now for the Conference 1. And Beza, I'm excited to be here. How are you today, my man?
Oh, it's a great Sunday. Chick-fil-A is closed, but Valorant is open. We're playing some Valorant today, and I'm excited.
I couldn't wait to see how things develop today. We're going to start on a map called Haven here, Beza. We have 3 games lined up for you tonight. We'll actually go over, or today, rather.
Yeah.
used to broadcasting at nighttime, so you can see where I went wrong. But we have 3 games going on at all time. 6 teams lined up for this one. A lot of seniors in the mix as well. We have 15 seniors here today that we'll definitely keep an eye on. We'll let you know throughout the stream who those seniors are. No commits officially is the word from our production team as well. So players not only talented, we have ranges of ranks all the way from bronze to radiant, but I would say the average is around immortal, diamond to immortal, which is incredible talent.
Yep, these are definitely going to be some good games. I see a lot of back and forth. I believe these teams are pretty evenly spaced out when it comes to rank, so I think we're going to get a lot of good games today. Hopefully get some long ones, maybe even some overtimes. We'll see how it goes, but I'm just kind of excited to hop in and see what we get.
Exactly, because there's always a mixture of playstyles. One of the unique things about Stay Plugged In with these showcase series is we actually pick the teams for them because it's very important. You're not going to get to choose your teammates in college, right, for the most part, unless you have a buddy that you go to school with, which is sick, but sometimes that's just not the case. We're going to go into Astra versus Sova first, so we'll go over the rosters here. Obviously, we know the map is Haven, so Base, I'll let you go ahead and go through this Astra roster and who we're going to be looking at on that team.
Yep, so for this Astra roster, I'll start with the seniors. So looks like we actually have 3 seniors on this team. We have SFC Nightmare. He's an immortal. We have Localify, and it looks like DME Frosto. So actually, it looks like we have 3 2021 seniors, and then looks like for the other people, we got some a junior in Golden Ninja 76. Looks like a sophomore in Invis, and then that rounds out the top 5 for Astra.
Gotcha, and Localify actually not able to make it. It'll be Pog, one of the buddies there, but we'll check and see the details there. But a last-minute fill-in because, obviously sometimes things come up, emergencies and whatnot. But regardless, a good stacked lineup there as well. Across the map as well, we have Sova starting on defense. It'll be Icy as a senior and Kant as a senior as well. The 2 juniors on this one, a Crazer, which we've seen in plenty of these showcases, a very talented individual at Plat 3. But Icy and Triss, who's actually a freshman, is immortal alongside Icy at that immortal rank, which is pretty incredible for young talent.
Yep. Yeah, they definitely got a lot of years ahead of them to get recruited, but for these recruiters watching, you may want to get in there a little bit early, because if you're hitting immortal already at freshman year of high school, just wait until senior year. Can't wait to see how that player grows and see what type of recruiters and coaches are interested.
Yeah, and then Takio as well as a junior with some talent of his own. So he'll round off that Sova team. So we'll bring you into that action shortly when we're now loading up the maps too. A couple more seniors that we'll highlight in future games too. During this round, we have Sky versus Omen, where for Team Sky, we're looking at Power Pixel, an incredible player, another immortal.
Yep, man, this looks like we got Nolly D. That's a name I recognize. He'll be coming in, playing strong for his senior class, going down. And we also have another junior on that team in Benny, the Platinum 1. It looks like we have WSD Poppy. Looks like they are a freshman looking to round out this team. I like that name.
It's a great name.
WASD # Poppy.
And, sometimes it's a misconception as well to look at ranks and say, hey, maybe they're not on the recruitment list, but we don't have to tell you as colleges if you're in the chat, but this is more so directed towards players. You don't necessarily have to be the best in the game to get recruited. There's other skills that colleges are looking for all the time. If they're developing the programs, graphic design is a good one to have. Casting as well, being able to do that too. So you don't necessarily have to be perfect at the game or at the highest level at the game in order to get that recruitment call.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of intangibles outside the game. You kind of nailed it, the video editing, but also the in-game leadership, how you handle losses and how you handle winning. Looks like we're hopping into the game now. Looks like we're at the bye phase, and we're going to start match 1 here right now.
Yeah, and like we said, we're starting here at Haven, and Haven a little bit unique because not a lot of my friends at least prefer this map, especially from a defensive standpoint. You have 3 bomb sites that you have to defend.
Yeah, it's definitely a little bit more strain on the defenders. You got to spread out a little bit of an advantage to an attack team if they can get in there quick. Obviously the rotation's back, but we'll kind of see how they play this 3-site map.
Exactly. We'll take a peek here, and we are just making sure things are in place and ready to go for these matches as well. So we'll continue to look through the lineups too. We have Peaked, who's actually been graduated. He has graduated high school back in 2019. So again, one-off scenarios is something that we talk about here, but it's not necessarily just seniors that colleges are looking for. We have transfers and we have high school grads who just haven't made it to college yet in some cases.
Yeah, so there's definitely a wide range of ages in our program. So we even have, I believe we have a couple 8th graders. I don't know if they're playing in this showcase, but we have some 8th graders in our program all the way up until college transfers. So the age range is pretty wide. We're gonna hop back into this game. We're down to a 1v1 on A site.
Yeah, it'll be Triss on this side of things. On the other side, he's dealing with
the jump shot.
The jump shot on Frank Ocean, and we'll be able to get this defuse with ease. A good way to start, especially as defenders, because we literally just went over how difficult that can be.
Hop back in. The first thing we see is a jump shot. What a play by Triss.
If this is basketball, you're not incredibly excited.
Yeah,
but a jump shot in Valorant, a little different.
A little bit different. I'd say it's a little bit harder.
Just a touch. Aim has to be great in both, though. Let's be honest.
Yep. So it looks like there was an A push on this first round. Let's see if they try to go with the same thing. Maybe switch it up a little bit. Looks like they might try to go to a garage push.
Yeah, lined up to go to that mid. So we'll see as they do end up coming through.
I believe that dart may have spotted that Jet. Actually, doesn't look like the Jet was spotted. And Jet's gonna get 2K, 3K. Icy.
Icy was sitting there with a shotgun just waiting for them to come through and just went to town and took out all 3 one by one. That was incredibly awesome to see.
Yeah, that Sova dart just didn't catch her hiding in the corner. Remaining. She was able to sit there with the judge and pick off 3, and that led them to the win. She got the first 3 that Jet knocked out 3. Icy knocked down those 3, and the next 2 fell, and now we're looking at a 2-0 right here.
Yeah, that was a quick start from this defense. That's Sova going to work here. Icy again. I mean, that's the way. If you start like that, you're gonna win the rounds. 3, yeah. Pop. You definitely got numbers.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think it was a great dart by Sova. Just unfortunate it did not catch the Jet sitting in the corner.
Was able to work from there. So Sova obviously with a clear econ advantage. We talk about this all the time. That's one of the biggest reasons why pistol rounds smart, as Invis able to get to Kent.
We got a quick pick on A site. The trade. Oh, another trade. So it looks like we're most likely gonna have an A push here. We'll see what happens. Looks like the attackers have a 4-3 advantage. Looks like they're gonna push on to A site and plant the spike. Looks like they don't know about the flank though.
Spike planted.
Yeah, they have to be concerned, or they have to be ready here, because Triss only has a talent. As Icy gets one of them, now it's Sova waiting their time to come through. Does have him picked out. 1, but Nightmare able to get him back now.
1v1.
Here it comes. We'll watch as this develops. Crazy versus the Jet. Omen versus Jet. With the smoke. Now, Crazy going to have the advantage here, knowing exactly where they are. Chance, smoke down as well, looking to defuse before they can even notice. Now coming through, realizing and Jet does get it into the attackers will finally take a round. Nicely done from Frank Ocean there.
Yeah, use that updraft to get a little bit of height advantage, and once you hear that noise, you kind of have no idea where the Jet's going to come from, so you can kind of see the panic in the Omen's face.
Well handled, no doubt. So Sova still with the 2-1 advantage, of course, with Astra with a large win there.
It was definitely a much-needed win. Get a little bit of econ back, and now looking at 2-1. Looks like we're going to get a C push here, most likely. Actually, looks like the defending team only has 1 on C site. You get Jet and Garage. This could be a very advantageous push. Use that dart, try to get the location revealed with the other team. Yep, and they're going to be spotted on C site. It's a quick rotation over. And they're already on site. Spike's gonna go down. The blind is out.
That was way time.
Pick.
That was a nice shot.
Uh-oh.
Taken out by Triss, though. Triss has been effective. Can't comes through on Invis. And now, oh my goodness,
1v1 again. Oh, Triss.
This comes through in the clutch there, and we'll get the defusal off. Nicely done. If you would like to watch the comms for this matchup as well, Astra versus Sova, you can hop over to listen into Astra at twitch.tv/IntelSpin13. Or if you want to listen to Team Sova in their comms, twitch.tv/IntelSpin15.
Yeah, a lot of action just went down right there. And who else is left on the on the map but Triss? Triss is rocking an 8-1 KD right now. He's popping off.
That's definitely a way to start. There's no doubt about it.
Yep.
With this Sova.
Looks like we're going to get an A push again here. Looks like A has been working. They're able to get the spike down. Just haven't been able to pull off the, getting the site to explode. But we'll see how this round goes.
Yeah, when it's working, you always want to go with it constantly until the defense figures it out, because they have their position set already. It's not like they're going to cheat A per se, at least not to a full degree. So you keep going, and if it continues to work, and it's up to the defense to not completely commit, but instead just kind of know their roles. Now they do converge quickly on this defense as
the spike down. Ooh, was that through the smoke? I believe Taki just got a kill through the smoke. I could be wrong though.
You said too, it looked like it. Now canceling Chris again. It's on SFC Nightmare. Remember, we talked about SFC Nightmare as an immortal, so not an easy pick to get. Yeah, with one on Invis, has been targeting Invis this whole time. The trainer on Omen.
There we go.
And there's Kent with another one on Frank Ocean this time.
Yeah, just looks like this defender side, the Sova team, is letting Astra get on site and plant, and then there's group retaking. So they figured out something that is working, and it's just this Astra team needs to figure out a way to better defend site, or at least get the other team a little more spread out.
And obviously they have left the A push as they line up towards garage potentially.
Looks like we might get a garage to C push. Looks like bomb might be going, or spike might be going C. So I'm assuming that
I get what
this Reyna, maybe not, but I'm assuming they'll push up through garage, try to clear it out.
But they gotta be careful, because Icy's in that same spot where we saw him get the triple earlier.
Jet is posted up in there. Ooh. Good.
There it is. Nicely done. Take out that threat, and now you can make that push through garage.
You got Cypher waiting on site. A little bit of an ouchie. Oh, right as he used the ult. Good play by Slash.
Slash tearing through, and in the process got Triss with it too, and now the attacker's looking a lot stronger on that one. As these teams are incredibly balanced as well, not only in this matchup alone, but throughout the entirety of it. It kind of just worked out that way. Sometimes we're not that lucky to see it, but Astra finally using some comms. Again, if you'd like to see those comms from Astra, Intel Spin 13 is the Twitch link. Intel Spin 15 for Sova. But Astra definitely did a good job of kind of adjusting their Bezo.
Yeah, from what I've noticed, the rounds where Astra has planted and lost, they haven't really been getting any picks. Because they'll get one clear sight, and then the whole other team's coming as a retake together. But that time they got plenty of picks before the spike even went down. So I guess that's kind of the path they've got to follow if they want to get this win.
Deploying drone.
SFC Nightmare going with Sova as usual. That's what you're watching right now with the drone.
So we're trying to get a visual on who's covering B. The drop spike is he's aware someone isn't there, so he's going to push in, throw up his camera.
That's Sova ult as well. You got to look out for it. But Frosto stays calm in that corner. Triss gets a pick. Icy as well gets some revenge on Frank Ocean, and Frosto takes out Crazy. Pretty even now as Icy does get the ult kill on SFC Nightmare, and another one on Slash. Nicely done.
The reaction time is just insane.
Now it's up to the Omen here for Astra. Unfortunately for the Cypher rather, and also no spike in hand.
Oh, there's Icy. Yikes.
Yeah, they know it was coming the way that ult was working for Icy, and,
yeah,
and one left.
Nothing you can do there. It's the quick movements by Jet and this one tap of the ult.
I see. Down to brass tacks.
Let's see what the
Busy
plan of
with that
attack
ult.
is. Might be another A push. They kind of got away from it, and it was working, so they're gonna run it back now and see if it works again. I hope that the Reyna is not having internet issues. This looks like the Reyna for Astra is kind of chilling in spawn. We might have some connection issues. We'll see what's going on
See
there.
that now, yeah. Could be one of the reasons why they are down. This can't get one on Frank Ocean. And sure enough, that's what it looks like. We'll get you the details on what's going on with that. Hopefully they can reset quickly sooner rather than later, because you hate to see that.
Yep.
Found my wire.
Okay, push a fake spike plant there.
See, they're getting on to
Only
A.
I could see you hide. Don't worry.
One enemy remaining.
Ooh, yikes.
Spike
Although it is the
down
most
A.
effective way through. Again, if you don't have that Reyna, sometimes it's
Ooh,
tough.
Reyna's back.
I know, Reyna. Maybe a little bit too late for this round, but it's a good sign nonetheless, I guess, moving forward. As Sova will take that, and with the 6-2 advantage right now in round differential.
Yep. So let's see. I mean, they're getting on to A site, and they're able to plant the spike, but just not really getting much out of it. But obviously, they were down a man there. So let's see if they replicate that A push. Looks like they might actually go mid here. There we go. Jet's involved. Yeah. So we got a full 5v5 back again. Let's get some good Valorant going again.
We'll see.
Let's
And
go.
Astra has in mind, again, maybe another garage push. It's the last time they won a round, that was the way that they went. But I think you're right, FaZe. I think they don't necessarily need to ditch the A attack, because it has been working on them. They were able to get on site, but it just seems like when they're there, they're not able to accomplish much with it. And that's a big, big detail you need to figure out through guns.
Ooh. Uh-oh. Right in icy with the op.
So we'll see if that one too, but misses the shot, so Imbus was able to take him out. Albatross with the
One
trade.
enemy remaining.
Sova left, and they know exactly where he's had to. You're trapped. This should be an easy pick here for kids.
Yep.
Sure enough, it is.
Your life can go to waste.
7-2 here. It's it's not too late to bring it back. Just get a round or two before the half, and then you can take over the defender side and maybe make a little bit of a run.
Definitely need a few more before the switch. Would be ideal. As we are now on round 10 of 13, where the switch happens.
See what the push is here. Looks like they're gonna go back to A. I don't know why they keep even going away from A. They've been able to get on site and plant every single time they've pushed A. Looks like they're gonna have 2 stack on A under Soba team.
They're going so quickly too, and so the defense knows right off the bat where they are, and Icy able to get a pick as well. Oh, nice job from Frank Ocean. Yeah, Jet on Jet, knowing that the op was there in Icy's hands to get close, tight in on that shooter. Well done.
Last player
Location
standing.
revealed.
Spike down A.
Defending team is just retaking site like a champ.
Yeah, they definitely, like I said, it's been an ongoing problem for Astra. They're able to get on that side A, but once they're there, they don't really have a strategy to take out everybody else. Takio has been absolutely owning there in heaven.
Yep. Yeah, they just got a formulated plan for post-plant, and I know right there they didn't even get a plant, but they're getting on site. They just got to figure out a strategy to keep site, or maybe even use it as a distraction, because this defender team is rotating heavily. So maybe you catch him in an over rotation, you plant an opposite site. But we'll see what the plan is here. The Jet may lurk mid. Ooh, Icy missing the shots. Frank Ocean's gonna make him pay.
Yeah, that's not like Icy to miss those, but it happens. That's more even.
Oh,
That's taken out by Takio. Takio has been so good, so effective so far through this one.
gonna use that site for ult. So quiet. Let's see the plan of attack here.
The patience is second to none here from SFC. Pushing through
You
mid.
hear someone over on B.
It's a good change of pace too, because Astra has been so forceful to try to get into his zone, and right now they're kind of a little bit more tactful, trying to get behind the defense rather than just trying to storm in and take it by force.
Oh.
If Can's able to take one on
C.
Frosto.
Last player standing.
Yeah, it gets Invis as well, so
Found
now
them.
it's down to SFC.
Here's one B site.
Patience.
30 seconds
Ooh.
left.
Oh, close. He used the shock dart, but couldn't get it off in time. Looks like there'll be a trade there.
Definitely incredibly close. We move you over to Viper versus Yoru going down right now. 5-2 in favor of Yoru. Again, we will remind you of the rosters as well. Yoru, the captain, is D/. We have Swabby, Nerd, Edster, it looks like, and Wazoo makes up the Yoru side. And I'll let you take over for Viper here. Amazing.
Yep, so it looks like this Team Viper team were made up of Pandas, Crazy, Rhinor, Apollo, and Striker. All easy names to read. Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Mine was not so much. If you saw what I was looking at,
I
you
know
would
it.
be entertained.
Planted.
Yeah, so we got another, maybe a little
One
lopsided
enemy
game
remaining.
here, but we'll see what happens here. It looks like the attackers on this game actually up. So it looks like they take it to 6-2. Yoru up 6-2 over Viper. Yeah, Pandas rocking 9 and 7. Get SKG Swabby. What would you say? Swabby?
A Swabby is what I
Swabby?
would go with, although he
Swabby.
might not think the same. So
And it looks like Swabby's taking this attacker side to carrying them to the top. But let's see how these next few rounds play out.
This goes here. Here.
Swabby actually out of high school right now as well and available. The lone senior, technically a striker on Team Viper.
Cage
Although,
trigger.
again, Crazy is similar situation, graduated in 2020. And then after that, we have a few juniors in this matchup as well, but a couple of individuals in this stream looking for a home.
So we got an A push here. Looks like they've given up A site. Gonna let them maybe get a plan off. And they'll probably
Cage
play for the
trigger.
retake
No
here.
more charges left. Tripwire destroyed.
So this one is definitely, this seems like a more tactful take. Swabby gets a couple there.
One enemy remaining.
And now D/ steps up, the captain. Will take up, and Swabby, another one, has been looking super strong right now.
Yeah, this a little bit opposite of what we're seeing from the other match. I mean, they're getting on site as well, but they're able to defend the retake here. Looks like that Viper team they tried to retake, but couldn't get anyone on site. Multiple picks in a very short amount of time from this Yoru team.
And like,
They're defending Spike pretty heavily.
they have been. And like we mentioned, Haven is better for the attack per se because of all the bomb sites or all the spike sites, if you will. Which makes us believe that, if you're Viper, you're not too terribly concerned, although you want to take a couple more rounds here before the switch.
Yep. And it makes sense that we've seen in both these matches so far how easy they're getting on site, because like you just mentioned, this map has 3 sites, so it just spreads the defense a little thin if they're trying to guard a site.
Swabby very smart to lead injury and then come back out and have the rest of your team step in. Swabby with another kill. Now we'll look to hold some angles here as the plant will go down on this one, but Pandas gets a kill. 2 of them. The Wazoo down and now on Nerd as well. And now
1v3.
they'll have the numbers, yeah, but they have to deal with the Jet, who's very mobile. So we'll see if they're able to. But
1v2.
there it is, one down,
Player
and
standing.
another
1v1.
one. Swabby, kind of returning the favor that we saw from Pandas. It gets another one.
Ace.
My goodness, an ace from Swabby to finish things off after Pandas does everything except win that round.
What a play by Swabby, whatever you want to call it.
My goodness, Swabby is what we'll go with for now.
What a round.
Despite the pronunciation, definitely some talent.
Yeah, 1v3 looked like you're the defending team. You have it in wraps. It's 1v3. But now when you're playing Swabby,
Not a chance. And Pandas, like I said, 3 kills of their own. But unfortunately, they're just not able to finish things off for that round. And Yoru walks away with another round and now holds onto the spike as they move in. Striker maybe getting a little bit too anxious there and moving out too far. Same could be said about Crazy, as Swabby able to take him out as well.
Yeah, I think he just panicked a little bit when he heard the drone coming and he gave away his spot. Oh, right as he turns, Wavy with another.
Blocking sight. One enemy remaining.
Swavy's on a run. He's
Oh
got
my
3.
goodness.
He's got a chance to go 5K, 4K.
I was about to say. Won't get the ace this time, but I mean, you can't get an ace every round. The fact that you have a chance for a 5-4.
He's gonna walk right into Swavy.
Cage trigger.
Oh, he knew he was coming through. Nerd, took it
got
from
him.
Hey, share the love sometimes, right?
Last
Others are
round
looking
in the half.
to put on a show as well, and Nerd was able to take him out there at the end.
2-9. Let's see. Maybe this defending team can maybe take off in one more round before the switch. Let's hopefully they can get something going here. But I doubt their econ is looking too hot right now.
Most likely not. So if you're just joining us, if you're a college or just a viewer in general, looking to see how the format works as well, we are in the first round of games. The second round starts at 2 p.m. Eastern time, or intended for 2 p.m. Eastern. And then at 3 p.m., the team with the highest records, 1 and 2, with round differential being the tiebreaker, they will be in the championship and on the mainstream for a majority of that one at 3 p.m. So that's going down right now, and we'll let you know all the details. I believe exclamation point schedule is where you can find where all of these matchups can be found. Yoru already has an early pick as well, or has a pick so far.
This is like a much slower pace here from this Yoru side. They haven't even pushed onto a site yet. They're just kind of chilling their spawn, maybe waiting for Viper to overextend. Let's see. Looks like Viper's got 2 over towards C side, but looks like this Yoru team's going to rotate that way anyways. Not sure if they're aware that there's 2 over there, but I think they like their chances either way. Got Omen smoke from Garage. So they're going to push on a B site and try to get this plant down.
Scanning ahead.
Rotations are coming from C.
Oh, my Striker. Nicely done. Great map awareness. Knowing where they're coming from as well. Edster.
Nice.
Bit of a run there.
Uh-oh.
But Striker gets one back.
Yeah.
And there it is. Attacker's able to get another one. 10-2 here. That's what.
Yeah, it looks like
sides.
this Yoru team just really took advantage of these 3 sites, because I think we saw them push every single site there. We had A, B, C multiple times, so they were definitely spreading it out and weren't really rocking with the same thing every time, which you normally, once something works, you keep going at it, but apparently everything was working for these guys.
Yeah, it seemed that way for sure. But now Viper with a chance to attack for themselves, and they definitely wish they had at least one more round in hand, at least. Obviously, you want to make it as close as possible, but knowing that this is a attack favored map for the most part, at least you give yourselves a chance here. But again, just 2 wins is all it takes.
Looks like we're about to see a heavy A push here. Let's see how this goes. They're coming through sewers here.
Very tactful in nature.
Oh, look at that quick rotation. Once the entire Viper team's ready for it here.
It box Swabby, and he just
Spike
quickly steps out and takes out Crazy, though, nonetheless. It's Immortal on Immortal, by the way, so not even outranked. A couple of trades.
Oh,
Swabby.
Swabby.
If anybody's going to be able to clutch this, it's going to be him. Smoke down in the exact right spot. By the way, the jet movement gets one. One left. Does not know where he is. The other side of the box. Try to come around, but gets taken out. And Striker able to get that one. And Viper with the rounds. Again, a great attempt there from Swabby. We've seen good things so far in this showcase. No doubt about it, but just not able to pull that one off as we move you into Omen and Sky.
Ooh, these games are a little lopsided these first rounds, but I guess we'll see how the next couple games go. This is supposed to be a full. I guess this is a full team in here because I've seen a couple SKGs, right? SKG Swabby, right?
Yep.
SKG Pineapple, SKG. Ooh, was that Wild 04, WKD 04, and then SKG Power Pixel. We got a whole clan in here. They're spread out a little bit to make sure the teams are even, though, but. It's funny seeing them play against each other.
They range from Radiant to Immortal, and that's it. So they're definitely a top level talent. I think maybe one Diamond, but like at the same time, that team is definitely pretty killer. Had to split them up for balance purposes, but a strong team, and we're excited to have them. There's no doubt.
See the play here. This is a very aggressive push. Oh,
Oh my goodness. That's one of the Radiants, by the way. SKG WKD. He didn't have enough.
Jet could feast here.
Volusia, which, by the way, a middle schooler, I believe, according to registration. So she is really talented for how young she is, if that's the case.
I know exactly.
Benny able to get a kill on Volusia nonetheless, though. So now it'll be Pineapple. Trying to maybe be patient here now, leading the charge to try to make it through. Definitely an aggressive push, but did get one on Power Pixel. Teammate on teammate action there, and now the defusal will go through, and it'll be Omen for Team Omen that gets the defusal there.
That was definitely a much needed round. Get a little bit of momentum going your way before we switch sides, but definitely much needed.
I remember it was a 10-2 on the last one that we saw on the switch, but then the attack right off the bat got around, so that's how preferred attacks are on this map for the most part. Just a bit more even on this one too. The SKG team comes in for the very first time and already making a show for themselves, no doubt. As we saw WKD kind of gonna get a work there. Pineapple and Power Pixel all part of those teams. D-Scuba as well for this team. Omen is one to keep an eye on, as well as he is Immortal and part of that SKG team.
Another A push here. Owen picked off. Ooh, Lucia with the op. Oh, just picked off in the sewers.
One enemy remaining. Spike down A.
Nice pick. Got a 1v3. Ooh, gotta watch the flank.
And so Omen kind of works a little bit back, works a little bit momentum back here. So we're able to take a round here and pull it back within 4, and 2 rounds before the switch nonetheless. Pineapple on top with 11-9-3 KDA, and 19-4-2 for WKD.
Sheesh. WKD is popping off.
I don't have to tell anybody how good of a ratio that is, especially at this level.
Goes there.
Let's see what the push is here. Looks like they're gonna probably try to go A again. It looks like that's what they're lining up for. Nothing spotted yet. Wasn't able to get a spot on anyone. Omen is sitting pretty right now.
It's ironic because his name is peaked, by the way. Great patience. It seems like in this game specifically, there's been a lot more patience to kind of push site. Whereas it's not just an onslaught strategy of let's take it by force. Definitely seen a lot more reluctancy to push. As we take a peek on what C site looks like right now, D-Scuba trying to hold off. But that's not really where the push is, though. You have one looking C long, but for the most part, it looks like a middle push is where they might go here.
Yeah.
Look for that B push.
Yep, looks like they may have switched off of A and reevaluate and push on to B. Looks like there's no defenders on B site right now, so they should have a free plant here, but looks like they're about to get pinched from A and C.
Cage.
30 seconds left. One enemy remaining.
Yeah, that was
Spike
quick.
down B.
WASD listed as a bronze, by the way. Got 2 kills in there against this Immortal Radiant. Not sure how accurate that is on the reporting, but
Oh, nice try.
Our Pixel gets one unpeaked, and the attackers will walk away with this one. It'll be 3-8.
Last round in the half.
And like you heard in game last round before the swap, and they go back to pistol rounds after that one and switch sides.
Yep, so just put one more together here and get a little bit of momentum, and hopefully you can take that next half with that momentum starter and get a couple more rounds under your belt.
No doubt about it. We also have 2 other matchups going on right now. I believe you can go to twitch.tv/IntelSpin3 or twitch.tv/IntelSpin8. And those 2 will have the other matchups that we have for you today going on at the 1 p.m. time schedule. Nally D with the op. Picked a couple times with the rifle as well. So now Sky down 2-4 with no spike in hand, nonetheless.
Gonna have to get to the spike, but it looks like it's not being defended too heavily, but a lot of traffic you gotta get through to get over there.
Job to know that
Oh,
corner.
the C4.
Nicely done. Good pick. That was a tight window to get the skewer, which is a teammate of his, by the way.
Ooh.
Big Howler with a good job as outranked per se, but still got a kill there, and the defenders will walk away with the last round before the half, which is definitely the momentum you roll into on Haven as you have become the attacker now.
Yeah, that's definitely the round they needed. Like I said earlier, that's the momentum starter that maybe you need going into the second half. So hopefully they can get something going here and string a couple more together and make this a little more competitive here. Get a good, close match.
There.
If I feel very confident for Omen, and this team made up of Pineapple, D-Scoop, Volusia, Peaked, and the Big Howler. Especially if they take this first pistol round, you not only have momentum going for you, now you're on the attack as well, and then add to the fact that you just keep things rolling and you'll have an econ advantage to start things off on the second half. Then you're talking good news for Omen. So sometimes it's not exactly ideal to look at the current score situation in order to kind of make judgments on how this game's going to go. As WASD gets 1 power pixel as well on Pineapple.
So this is a very aggressive defense.
It works for him too, though. 4 on 2. I wasn't expecting it either, but Sky going to get away with that one for sure. If you keep doing that on Team Omen, though, you may not be able to sustain that.
Ooh. Yeah, looks like this defending team, even on A site, you saw it right away. They pushed straight through. There was no waiting for a site push. They said, no, we'll take matters in our own hands and come find you.
Yeah, and that was giant for Sky. Like we said, if Omen won that round, you'd be feeling pretty good for them. So Sky, even more important for them to kind of take the round, and they did. And they'll look to try to gain that momentum they lost before the switch, as Omen had 2 rounds before that, taking care of things.
Yeah, so we're going to probably get a mid push here. Let's see the plan. But you can already see, it looks like this Omen and Jet on A side are about to push straight through there. I don't see anyone. Hopefully they get over that tripwire. And then they got a clean flank. Yeah, they got the garage push spotted. Got to pick immediately.
Big trades both ways.
Spike down mid.
Oh. 1v2.
Last player standing.
1v1.
Pineapple's got a couple under his belt. He's looking for one more, of course, as he has got spike in hand as well, by the way. Shot to kind of lead them to believe that they're going B or maybe even potentially C, and now we'll swing A,
Yep.
and now the spike will go down. He knows it. You can see the Omen storming across from his B.
Cover going out.
Who's going to catch him there?
The Omen right there, and Pineapple gets so he clutches it. Nicely done. You can tell that the momentum was swinging that way. Nicely done for Pineapple.
The SKG boys popping off. It's had a nice 1v3 there.
It was so clever of a distraction there too. You heard the rifle go a couple times to get Omen working towards B site and maybe thinking that he's C or going C as well. Swung A, planted, and just waited because you know that the Omen has to come to you at that point.
Yeah, and I was actually pretty surprised at how far up Pineapple pushed post plant. I was waiting right at the corner, but post plant, but
Pineapple post plant,
but was able to catch the Omen off guard. So definitely a great play.
Clever plays come in handy. It's not only just about pure force, like some strategies we've seen today. It's more leading a team to believe that you're rotating one way and swinging another way with numbers. All a numbers game here for the most part. Obviously you have your flankers as well, but that was just a well-handled round for Team Omen.
Oh, it's so nerve-wracking to see the crosshair on the person, but the shot not being taken because of the smoke.
Good sense. You know that you have a good sense when that's the case.
Oh.
Hit me with a quick kill.
Lucky.
Was not expecting the backside push as well. So now Arbixel does get one on Pineapple, though. Going to take care of Pineapple early in this one. Not a bad idea.
Quickly back to a 3v3.
Here.
Looks like they're in a heavy stack C here on the defense.
The thing is, the attack doesn't know, so they're kind of stuck hanging at B, thinking that the
30
mid is
seconds
covered,
left.
and right now it is
There
because
we
they
go.
shifted.
As we got Cypher rotating over to A now, as we get this spike down most likely, especially with that pick coming through. Ooh,
But then, you gotta keep an
that's
eye
a
out
nice
on it.
blind.
Scuba able to get the kill too.
There we go. Good round there. Omen's bringing it back, like we said, just get that momentum and roll into this attacker side, and you got a chance.
All right, let's have a debate here, Beza. How important is that pistol round? Because although Omen dropped that one, they've gotten the last two.
I mean, I think especially being down and coming from that defender side to now the attacking side, that winning that pistol round would be huge. And then, as we saw, they were able to put one together and 2 in a row, especially. So, create the momentum into the rest of these matches or the rest of these rounds, and let's see where this match goes.
Remember that round differential is going to come in handy because the first two rounds that you play against 2 teams, you're either going to have a score of 2-0, of 1-1, or of 0-2, and the tiebreaker is round differential. So even if you go down and drop a game, as long as you're keeping it close, it's a good sign.
Ooh.
And WKD with a great kill there on Volusia. And now kind of backtrack as Omen is going to be heavily outnumbered. But again, they have Spike in hand. If they get the plant down, then maybe they can hold some angles. But until then, they're going to have a struggle to do so. Doesn't realize, and Pete gets one on WKD. Pixel and Benny return the favor, and the defenders will win that round as well. And they're just a couple rounds out from winning this one.
What we've seen so far is this Omen team has been successful with a delayed push. I think they went a little too quick there. What we saw in that first round they lost as well as they tried to push on A very quickly and were overtaken. So maybe they'll stick with the slow push play here and just try to play for a pick and then push on site.
It's definitely the play. That would not be the worst idea. Let's definitely tell you that. A push is looking inevitable here at this point for the attack. As A is definitely the most open site, right? We can definitely agree with that. So if you can use smokes to your advantage for the tight corners are going to be taken, especially Heaven for the most part, but it doesn't look like they have anybody there to cover for the defense.
Ooh,
Strategy
the
nicely
judge.
done. WASD, they're close quarters, knowing that they like to hold that building. So great choice of weaponry when usually you don't see it that often.
Oh, maybe get an op here.
Last player
Oh, the
standing.
blind.
Flawless.
Another quick round from Sky.
Yeah, they are feeling it now. A solid job on defense here as Omen looked like they were having some traction back. But Sky now just 2 rounds away from the win.
Yep. So far, what we've seen from the Sky team is they're successful when they're aggressive on defense. Especially that first round, the first pistol round, they pushed straight through right there. They did the same thing. So these rounds where they're able to play a little aggressive, are kind of playing into their hands.
So now they line up Sky again. 2 rounds away from victory. Omen's been hanging in there. We've seen some good signs of life between these 5, but it's their time to try to
No more charges.
push through.
Cage triggered.
Again, I feel like if Pineapple can step up and be a leader here, the way that he is so good with those distractions to let the team know that they can make a full valiant effort for that, then maybe they'd be able to handle it. But for now,
2v2, 2v2,
One enemy remaining.
2v1.
Scuba's the last one left, though. WKD has to be
Blind.
careful here.
Oh, what a
Blinds
play.
Gets it done. WKD has been such a good job of getting things taken care of, and he gets the ace on that one as he just kind of back and forth pops one at a time. It wasn't back-to-back, so it doesn't seem as impressive in the moment, but it's an ace nonetheless, and will put his team 1 round away from this win.
Yeah, that was such a great play there to secure the round. Throw the Reyna's blinding orb to the right, move to the left, and just an easy pick.
31-8-6 is where he stands right now. He is It has been something else. Pineapple has had a couple of incredible rounds of his own. D-Scuba trying to keep that one, trying to keep this game within arm's reach on that last sequence too, but just well played. You have to backtrack on this one.
It's like a heavy garage push. Where are they going to go? They're going to go up to B, it looks like, possibly, through the window. Looks like they will.
It's a good sign when Benny is taking him out. Two, WKD with the one on Pineapple. And now your captain's out of it. Now Power Pixel takes out the big howler. Volusia with 1 kill is going to need a couple more, but WKD takes care of Peaks. And now it's 1 person remaining for Team Omen. It is all up to Volusia on Jet now.
She's successfully stuck up into the window, so let's see what happens here.
In a good spot if there is one on a 1v3.
Sneak back down to the... Ooh, jump the bullets.
It's risky, but she gets through there nonetheless.
I think she's going to be able to get over to A site.
She's definitely on her way.
She's going to get hurt here. Yep.
Now across they come, yep.
30 seconds left.
Volusia knows this as well. Now like, damn, Volusia gets 1 kill. We'll get the plant down too, but needs to be quick on
She
it.
might bait this. Oh no, she's going to get it down.
She's going to get it down.
Spike planted.
And now quickly be prepared, because here comes the onslaught from both ways. It might do it. WKD gets the kill. That'll be the defusal, and Team Sky will take this one 13-6.
Definitely a great effort there from Volusia, but I just think if she had gone long, she had a little bit of a better chance to hold that site. Because going too short, you can get hurt from mid. But nevertheless, great effort. Looks like we got Sky taking the victory here.
I couldn't agree more. That was definitely a valiant effort to kind of end things there, but nonetheless, they weren't able to pull it off, so it was Team Sky that takes this one. We're going to go to a short break here. The action has been large, and we're excited to bring you some more action here around 2 p.m. Eastern Time, so don't go anywhere. Stay plugged in the CF1 Conference Showcase. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Conference 1 Spin Showcase on Valorant. Again, alongside Beza, my name is Bearlight, and we have already seen some great Valorant here, Beza.
Yep, we definitely had some very competitive matches, especially that last one. We got a good bit of what's called a movement of momentum, you would say, in that last one. Nice little shift. We had a good back and forth, but I'm excited to see what we have coming forward.
And the new map that we're going to see is on Bind. Again, the matchups for this round will be the second round is Sky versus Sova. We have Astra versus Viper, but the one we're bringing you into is going to be Yoru facing off with Team Omen. And basically for Team Yoru, we saw them do a great job, especially Swabby, D/Nerd, Edster, and Wazoo on that team, and then go through Team Omen just as a refresher here.
Oh yeah, for Team Omen was that we have Pineapple MD, another Ace KG boy, Scuba, Volusia, Peaked, and the Big Howler. So a very solid lineup. Let's see how they play on this bind map.
Well, Omen with a quick start there for sure on the pistol round. They're able to take the first one, and it'll be Yoru to try to get some offense working here. Again, this one's more defensive minded, but that being said, remember what makes bind unique is the fact that you have those places where you can jump and rotate quicker.
Teleporter, I think, is the word you were looking for.
That was the word
right
I was
there.
looking for, and it was escaping me, just like my skill level in Valorant, completely escaping me. So, appreciate you stepping in there, big guy. All right. Well, so Team Yoru. Even's kind of peeking there early, and Nerd took care of the Scuba trying to do that.
So we got a heavy B push here.
Quickly.
Got eyes on someone in hookah.
Pineapple knows he's in a compromising position, so moves up forward in order to be more aggressive. Gets one, but Wazoo able to return the favor. And Volusia on Swabby too. That's a big kill. We saw Volusia in her attempts. This time she's able to take care of business at least once, and now we have a 3-on-3.
Yeah, that was a huge trade there from Wazoo there with the scepter. Now he has it in his hand, so it was a huge pick.
Was. Again, Wazoo, technically one of the lower ranked individuals in this one, but with Valorant, the rank systems are bouncing around all the time, so you never know. Volusia gets one, Peaked another one, and the Big Howler will finish them off. And it'll be an easy defuse for this Team Omen as they get on the board twice to start things off.
Yeah, it looks like we're definitely seeing that defender-sided map play out. They're getting... I mean, they got on site there, got plant down, just you got to hold site, and this is definitely a tough map to hold site on.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. Definitely a flank-friendly map because of the teleporters.
Yes.
Thank you for the word. Yes. So we'll keep an eye out on that as well. It kind of allows the defenders to do the same thing and maybe strike from behind when you're not expecting it. So you have to be even more attentive to detail when you're the attacker. As it looks like they're lined up pretty spread out here for the attackers.
Oh, the op. Volusia buying op in the third round.
A bold move, but it pays off.
Yep.
Love it. We'll see if they continue to press in via that kill to start things off. Sova chilling with the spike right now. A more quiet attack here. A couple of flankers. Looks like it'll ultimately be an A push, I believe.
Yeah, it looks like they're just feeling it out. Let's try to get some sight. Is anyone in hookah? Ooh, this is... Now that the door is open by that nade, he can just chill in there. This Raze can just chill, and if there's a TP, they're not going to expect him sitting in the teleporter.
Boy, it didn't look like much of a reaction time there from the Scuba, which is rare, but Nerd going to take that nonetheless.
I feel like maybe what happened there is what happens to me every time I play. It's the second I look at my mini-map is when they appear, so the reaction is a little bit slow, but we'll give them the benefit of the doubt there.
No doubt, yeah, especially when we're talking about the Scuba.
30 seconds
Yeah,
left.
that's exactly what happened, you're right.
For sure, definitely just took a quick glance at the map right as the person peeked the corner.
Ooh, speaking of peaked, a couple of times. Peaked on Omen. Doing a great job as... I guess if you're going to play Omen on Team Omen, you have to do this solid job. He does, jumping into Swabby to take out Peaked. He's had enough of this Omen.
One enemy remaining.
Done, and Swabby finishes off Big Howler. Now we'll try to move in on site, but gets taken out by Pineapple.
Had a chance to go skeet shooting there. Oh, he was hiding in the smoke.
Good job. Some creativity here for Team Yoru as they're able to walk away with that one. And you have to get creative, especially how strong Omen started. So props to them for doing just that.
Yeah, that was a big econ round there for Yoru. They needed that one. Going down 0-3 puts you in a pretty big hole, but that was a much-needed win. Hopefully they can put some more wins together here and get a few strung together and get some momentum going their way.
No doubt. Gonna have to be wise with your econ and Volusia to get a pick, but was the op ultimately worth it, especially when you dropped that one, you know?
Volusia's getting a little too aggressive. I'm not really a big fan of that play.
Engineers down.
Kind of misconnects there. Slash able to take care of peaks now. Edster with the run it back. Yoru with plenty of numbers here and the spike down. You got to imagine that Yoru is finally working some momentum back. It'll be tough for Omen to get on site here.
Yeah, let's see what Scuba does here. I think he's gonna have to wait a little bit, maybe get his team
Last
in here
player
pushed
standing.
together, and it's just him. Honestly, at this point, I'd probably just say if I'm you, Scuba.
Apparently that's not in his vocabulary.
Run away!
Because he is on it right now to win it. Does get a pick though. Maybe just trying to hurt their econ a little bit more, but I agree with you there, basically. I think the right move would have been to backtrack on that one. Although you do get a pick, was it ultimately worth it? We're going to move you into Astra versus Viper right now. Another close one. So this round 2 matchup is looking a little bit closer. I don't know if that's due to Haven versus Bind, or if it's due to the fact that these matchups might be a little closer, but 2-1 in favor of Astra in this one.
Yeah, and we hop in there just in time to see Frank Ocean roasting himself in the chat, saying you're not good, or saying he's not good. Frank Ocean, I believe in you. You got this.
I fundamentally disagree after watching the first round. He had some solid plays, so.
Do you think that's the real Frank Ocean? He just really wants to go play collegiate Valorant.
Clearly, yeah. You know? Imagine.
Like, oh, that's kind of funny. I didn't realize you were in our program. Nice to meet you.
It is a pleasure on our ends.
I like your music.
Splash. It's the need out.
Ooh, it's a big pick.
Yeah, nightmare. And this Viper team didn't have a whole lot of luck in the first round, so now they're looking to bounce back here.
I'm a big fan of the split push right here that this team's doing. I believe it's one Zephyr. I'm not a big fan of that, but big fan of that split push because it gives you a chance to kind of feel out who's on each site, and then you can weigh your options. But if you're all 5 pushing the one site, you may not be able to recognize how many people are on your site compared to the other site. So,
One enemy remaining. Spike down A.
Frank Ocean
One enemy remaining.
drops another. Candy clutch.
He's already got 3 in this round, looking to make it 4. Chance.
30 seconds left.
I gave away his position here. It's going to be tough for him. Revealed 2, but luckily for him, he's playing Jet, so that means lots of mobility too. Around the corner through the smoke. Pop the ult too. Went through teleporter. And now just waiting for him to come through, but he's not going to. He's wiser than that.
10 seconds left.
He's got to.
He has to.
Should have waited. No, now you can't get the plant. You got to push it. Oh.
Nothing doing. Out of time to finish. We'll win this one as well. This round will go up 3-1.
Oh,
and
no.
Pitters gets a pick on him as well. And Viper looking to do big things, and they're looking a lot better than the last one as they had lost via a 9-round differential in the first round. But looking stronger, but Astra able to take care of business on that last round.
Yeah, I think the play there was definitely chill in the teleporter for a little bit longer. You knew he had to come that way, and he was expecting you going on site to plant. So, just unfortunately it didn't work out, but let's see what happens this round. Quick shoot of that camera. So we got a standoff here outside hookah. That nade should clear off hookah. Uh-oh.
Flash having to backtrack on that one.
Don't bring a pistol to an AR fight. Oh, they're everywhere.
He
Spike
almost took
down,
care of
B.
it, but Slash outnumbered at the
One
end of the
enemy
day.
remaining.
Now Crazy gets a kill too. A couple of them.
Flawless.
And flawless for Team Astra as they look strong. And take out Viper in that one. Now 4-1 advantage for Team Astra.
Yeah, this makes me want to go home and play some Valorant.
Love seeing the skill level too. This is a battle between two teams that went 0-1 in the first little bit. Astra also down 0-1 with the 9-round differential themselves, so this should be relatively closer matchup here. Again, like we said, Bind does favor the defense for the most part, and that's exactly what we're seeing right now with Astra with the advantage.
Very quiet push. Unless we're gonna get a heavy B push.
Take flight.
Yeah, and we haven't seen that a whole lot. It's been pretty spread across the board, but this is definitely a bold move. Maybe they recognize that they weren't holding B as tightly as A, so if you push and have numbers, you're good. Goshen trying to get some, trying to get out in front of it to hold some angles before the defense can even get back and kind of catch them by surprise, as a spike has been planted, and now that'll force Astra back to that site.
Ooh.
That
Nice
was
headshot there from
great
Crazy.
shot from Crazy.
Actually, I believe that was Frank Ocean. Sorry.
Yeah.
Way to go, Frank.
You're my boy, Frank.
You're my boy.
Viper able to get one back here. Now 4-2 advantage for Astra as they cut the lead in half.
All of them running on the sand together is very soothing for some reason. It's like ASMR.
Or something else, let me tell you. It looks like B was successful for Viper. You would think they
Track
may go
them
that way
down.
again, but that's not the case. Maybe a mid push on this one.
Yeah, looks like they're probably going to do a little A short push here. Pick. Almost dashed right into that nade.
Blocking sight. Blocking sight.
Saved by the wall. That's a lot of smoke. I can't see anything. We got a little battle taking place in U-Haul.
A lot of movement, not a whole lot of results until Crazy finally gets one, but then walks right into the fire. Right in the firing pit of SFC Nightmare, who does get taken out on the other side of things. And because of that, Astra's going to take this round with ease, as they had 3 remaining on that one, and Viper just, it was working going B, and so went right back to A and got eliminated pretty quickly.
Yeah, I feel bad for Crazy there. He's just trying to heal through down this fire, rounds the corner, and looks Killjoy right in the eyes.
That goes there. This goes here.
You find a little bit of success, and then you hop through and then get annihilated.
This is a nice spot.
Still walks away with the round win. This team.
Heavy hookah push here.
Kind of waiting for it too. Couple times. Rusher gets one, but Slash, nicely done.
Nade out.
Whoa.
Now he's got a Vandal. Oh. Couldn't
Rusher-
make use of it.
Rusher from down low. Excellent resiliency. Now Envis
What a toss.
with SFC Nightmare with him as well, but Pandas with a quick peek. Realized that was coming, knows that they're falling through, and yet they're still trying to push through, even though Pandas knows exactly where they're at, and so wisely they'll backtrack.
This Omen is about as one shot as it gets right now. Surprise.
Wasn't checking the corners. Crazy knew exactly where Imbus was going to come through as well. That's all about good communication, and didn't check your corners. Even if you did, you're one shot, so regardless, it's tough to try to do anything there.
Sky and Sova.
Moving back over to a new one. Sky and Sova will give you a refresher on the lineups for this one. For Team Sky, the seniors are Power Pixel and Nally D. Power Pixel, part of that SKG team, as an Immortal and a senior as well. But also on this team is a Radiant, a sophomore, by the way, WKD. We saw big things from them. In the last one, WASD rounds out Team Sky, and then I'll let you take over Team Sova as well.
Yep, so it looks like for Team Sova, we got Ice in his veins. Icy, the senior. He's an Immortal player right now, and then the other senior we have on that roster is the Can't, but I believe he can. So there's him as a senior as well. And then you have Triss, who rounds up as a, it looks like he is actually a, am I reading that correctly? Is that a freshman? Triss is a freshman here, and they got Takio, a junior, and Crazier as also a junior. So we got lots of talent on this team. Definitely a wide range of ages, too.
Yeah.
Fire in the
very even as far as teams
and
go.
can't get the kill there.
Now it is Natty D instead, and Takio
One enemy
one of his
remaining.
own. Takio another one.
Last player
Oh, what a
standing.
peek.
Takio is definitely one of the top fraggers in the program as well, and a clutch there from Nally D though. Sky will move their lead up to 7-2 in rounds, and Sky also, I believe, won the first round. They did.
For anyone watching who's looking to, get their rank up a little bit, just watch what Nolly D does in his movement. Movement is so important when it comes to your aim. And, obviously if you have someone peeking a corner, if you, wide peek them, their crosshair is not where they expect you to be. And then you can usually get a nice, aim on their head. So watch movement, especially I just noticed it from Nolly D, but his peaks, his timing, and how far he's extending out from the corner he's peeking. It's all super important when it comes to aim and dodging shots.
Very important. Both of these teams have a 1-0 record, so they're both a win here would guarantee that they're in the finals.
I'm being told that Nolly D is Dylan backwards.
Whoa.
My life has been changed. I've actually been calling him Nolly D for a couple weeks now, and I owe him an apology, Dylan. I'm sorry.
Nally D for life. also, mad talent there too. So not only 200 IQ on the map, but also naming wise. Dylan.
exactly where you are.
Good job, Crazy gets one as well. Power Pixel to return the favor now. So Sky with the 3-on-3. Omen with Spike in hand. Looking from the view of the SKG player, Power Pixel.
Nice pick.
Why do they call him Power Pixel?
sense.
That's all he had with that aim and was able to get one. There he is. Put it in close. It's Takio.
Takio.
Nicely done from Takio there.
Boing. Dylan.
Last player standing.
Uh-oh.
Not going to pick up that one. Icy able to take it out. And Shriss will get the defuse.
Jet on jet crime.
Go ahead and take it and get a little bit of an econ boost himself. So defenders win this one. So now pulling themselves back within 4 and a pretty close matchup here as Sova needed to get back on track because it seemed like they had a couple wins, but that one was definitely huge.
Yeah, that was definitely a big round. Try to get momentum going back your way. They've won 3 of the last 4, so they've got something going here. Hopefully they can keep that up and string that into the next half.
So now we'll see where they line up. Looks like who could push. Pretty harsh one to say the least here for Sky.
Oh, it looks like they have all of them over there besides, what's that, Reyna? Chilling over a day.
Yeah, they're sure ready for it.
Yeesh. Left B wide open.
So that would be an easy push here. Oh, Triss doing some action. We saw Takio get a kill in there as well, but Triss doing the majority of the work. Icy with the op. Icy is so dirty with that op. He's holds angles, and he has a quick chance at getting a pick, and he does get once his Sky out left with the only flanker. But it is WKD. We've seen what they're capable of as well. Yikes.
Yeah,
Not going to get taken this time.
Takio with the kill there, but Cypher knew exactly where he was
Last
coming
round
from,
before
so
the switch.
not much you can do there. But that gives them another win. That's now 4 of the last 5, so that's pretty big for him there.
Definitely. We talk about how the Reyna was left, and the only ability you can really use with the Reyna is if you get a kill. So that first kill, super important.
Yep.
You can bring health back as well
That goes there.
with the Reyna after getting a kill,
Yes.
which is huge. I always prefer to play characters where you can heal yourself. It's definitely helpful. We don't have to rely on anybody, which is super nice, but you do have to land that kill to begin things, and it's hard when you're a 1v4.
So we have both Jets here playing with the op. And there's Icy on cue.
I'm telling you, Icy's got that shot. If you give him a pixel, he'll take it. Just like Power Pixel, for that
Ice
matter.
in his veins.
Legitimately. Takio anticipating the come through from Team Sky, but Not to be.
Cage 3.
Dylan with
Dylan
the,
with the pistol.
Right on Triss.
My boy Dill.
Cannon takes out WKD as well. WKD maybe just not their round, but it doesn't have to be necessarily, right? You're up 7-4, so your team's doing having a little bit of success. You don't have to necessarily be that top fragger in order to make a huge difference. Although they have dropped in this one, and Silva has the numbers. I see another pick on that off.
Uh-oh. He doesn't.
No, comes right through it. Icy gets the last pick as well. We didn't see it on screen there because we were watching Crazy get that kill, but
5 of the last 6 rounds has gone to this Sova team.
they have been picking back up that momentum, and Sky is kind of left scratching their heads here as we move closer and closer here. It'll be the pistol round again. They have switched sides, and Team Sova will be on the attack this time.
I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't WKD also top his leaderboard last match?
Did, and I'm mistaken as well, by the way, is at the top 16-7-1.
I believe, if I'm also not mistaken, it was a 31 bomb, right? He dropped 30 kills that round, so or that match. So we got some high quality talent here in WKD.
I don't think there's any doubt about that. I think that's kind of what misled me there too, is because we're just used to him constantly getting 3 kills, 3K, 4K. And,
Yep, it creeps up on you.
yeah, you're still averaging like 2 a round. You know, it's large numbers nonetheless, but maybe just not as much. Which again, you don't have to be. Takio has been doing a lot of it too here for at least for this side. Of course, Takio on the other side for Team Silva. And they've won, like you said, 5 out of the last 6.
See, so WKD, we got him as a sophomore, correct? So he's got a plenty of time to get noticed, but it's never too early to start talking to these players, because you never know who you're going to run into and who you're going to impress early. Think about, much like traditional sports, you have kids doing college visits, 8th grade, freshman, sophomore year, so it's never too early to start to reach out and find out a little bit more about these players and who they are as people and what they can bring to your program.
There's no doubt about it. The earlier, the better. We typically suggest, because we obviously esports is new in the college world, and I know Akron's here, and they're very familiar with how the process works, and they'll be the first to tell you that the earlier you scout, the more talent you find, and you can definitely take it from there and kind of see what list you've come up with. That way, you're not just trying to scramble to find people. When they're becoming seniors, you already had them on your list, and you've already been in conversations with them throughout the past couple years, more likely to go to your school, but not to give away too many secrets on how that works, but
and I know we all want to together grow the esports scene. I think it's very important that you start reaching out early, and I think it's it helps you as a program coach or recruiter out. You have more time to scout these players, but think about what it does for the player as well. They have much more time to weigh their options. They're not being reached out to a month before recruitment period's over and they have to make their college decision. It really gives them a chance to weigh all their options. So if we want to see this esports scene grow, we got to work together. And some of these movements, recruiting earlier, finding talent earlier, and connecting with these younger players is super important to help grow the scene and kind of establish what the next couple of years will be, because they are the future. So if they're aware of how it all works at a young age, it really helps the process move along even faster.
And Biz, I know you help out with the sales team as well. You talk to players all the time as far as helping them out and making the connection themselves. What would be your advice for some players here that might be listening in that maybe haven't joined the program quite yet and are thinking about it?
Yeah, so definitely I'd say get involved is probably the most important thing. Even from like a community aspect, if maybe you're not available for the tournaments or you have work or soccer or whatever, just the connections you make are what's so important. And even the players you meet with could end up maybe down the road being on a college roster who needs a spot filled, and if they recognize your name, maybe they can bring you on. It's one of those things where what we're doing and where esports is going in general is a lot of positives, and I'd say definitely get involved is the most important thing.
Absolutely.
Now, one thing what I do here for Stay Plugged In, I talk to a lot of the players one-on-one to figure out what their collegiate interests are. Because what we like to do is match players with colleges that have the programs they're interested in as well. And one thing I've noticed from a lot of players is not many of them are aware of all the opportunities out there. And after I get done explaining kind of what's out there and where it's going, they're all super stoked to get involved in the programs, play in these Carriage of College series tournaments, these showcases, and you really get their eyes on them from the scouts and recruiters. So there's a lot of reason to be excited, and we want to take that step to get everyone educated on all the opportunities that are really out there.
And the more you play, obviously, the more chance you have. And when you play college Valorant as well, the pro scene's growing leaps and bounds. And a lot of these players have ability to get there too. I mean, we talk about WKD at Radiant. That's top 0.05% in the game, or maybe a little bit, maybe 0.1. But regardless, it's way up there, right? There's only a handful of players that have this kind of talent that WKD is. The fact that you can bring that potentially to your college is huge. So we'll see. The big Howler will get the spike planted. 20 numbers too, and Volusia just kind of caught walking through, so Nerd will get at least one of those back. It still has some work to do, as there will be 3 on 2. Blind out, but did not affect anybody in this one. And so Nerd will have a tough time trying to get on site here. Does get one, though. And that's Pineapple. That's a huge pick, too. Pineapple, the captain of this squad. Oh. And Attackers will end up taking care of business there. The big Howler able to get Nerd after Nerd had a couple of kills and looked like he was maybe going to gain some momentum back.
And just kind of another thing that has really stuck out to me about why our leagues are so important, why it's important to join the Stay Plugged In platform and get involved. These tournaments we run, these league events we have, these showcases, you're also meeting talent that is as interested in taking their talents to the next level as you. Obviously, when you're playing ranked and playing around with some friends, to a lot of people, it's just kind of fun. But the people that take it really serious and want to maybe even make a living out of esports, or make a career, or grow further in the game, is a great way to meet other people that think very similarly to you. So there's a lot more that goes into this than meets the eye. There's a lot of opportunity, not just when it comes to your talent and taking it to the next level, but meeting people that can help you take everything you have and bring it to that next level.
I couldn't agree more. Swabby with a good kill there as we move you into Omen versus Yoru. Oh, we've been here the whole time. My goodness. Obviously, clearly exhausted.
The Scuba. We get the big Howler. Looks like we're going to have a little bit of a shower push here, maybe. This is a tight game here.
Love seeing the back and forth, especially this early as well. We're just past the switch. Reluctant to push, though, is Team Omen as they have their eyes on A. Does not necessarily mean they'll commit there. Blinding. You'll have to make a move here sooner rather than later, though, as they're down to 20 seconds to Scuba. Trying to find a pick there.
I believe they're going to play for a pick and rotate through teleporter. It looks like that's what their plan is, actually. I don't think they have the time to do that anymore.
Last player standing.
Oh, Swabby with a couple of them, and Wazzy able to finish it off on Pineapple. And a flawless victory for Yoru.
Yeah, I think if you'd acted a little bit quicker there, just get a pick and then rotate, because you had that entire defending side team waiting on A. That could have been the best play there, but unfortunately it didn't end up working out, and now we're looking at 8-7 in favor of Yoru.
It's incredible watching the back and forth too, and we're closing in on the final rounds here. Of course, will be at least 5 more, of course, but keep an eye on kind of the back and forth. Swabby.
So we're gonna get an A push here, or a B push here. Send the bot through the teleporter.
Them firing too. What a clever play from Swabby. As he puts the bot through the portal first. Here's the firing for them to try to eliminate that threat. And when you do, you know they're there. Grenade goes down, you go through, and you get the kill. Swabby, some excellent intelligence there on that play.
Our spike carrier is killed.
Spike down B.
So that B push ultimately successful as far as getting the spike down, but the thing is, Yoru has a 5, and Edster able to get one taken care of, and there they go down 1 by 1.
I believe that's 2 flawlesses in a row, right?
Yeah, both for Yoru.
Yeah.
They are looking strong now. I mean, that's got to be a momentum builder, especially when the game's been that incredibly close and then 2 rounds back-to-back with the presence.
Yeah, it was definitely huge rounds right there for Yoru. Put together 2 solid, flawless victories, and that's huge for Econ as well. So we'll see these next couple of rounds go, but that's definitely good news for Yoru's squad.
Yes, this should do.
Get out of my way!
They will look to continue that presence they brought on the defense, by the way. Their patience has definitely been key here, but a quick B push. And now, Plus, you able to take out one? And it,
Spike down B.
man. He slashed with a couple, and now another one from Edster. And Yoru feeling it now as they have the 4-on-1, and they know exactly where the last player is. You're detected.
I actually don't think they know. Well, now they do.
Yeah. And then they come through and they're able to take him out. And Yoru is on a mission here. Omen definitely needs this next round win. Otherwise, I don't think they're going to be able to handle much. We're going to move you over to Sova versus Sky. Back into this one as we have it kind of winding its way up as well. Sky up 10-7 in this one. Another close one. This round 2 has been much closer, Beza. It's awesome to see.
My boy Dylan's in this game. Sorry about that, Nolly D.
Takia's fragging has been standing out to us for sure, and over the course of this, again, Conference 1 showcase, they got with that one, can't with it. And Dylan with a couple of them on that shed, but then taken out by Icy quickly on the other end of things, and we're back to a 3-on-3.
Alt versus alt there.
Oh. Our Pixel was waiting and waiting and waiting, and then when you let your guard down, Trish just steps in and takes care of him. Always when you least expect it, it's the best time. Strike Icy comes through. Icy not only big with the op, I mean his aim in general is insane. You see him with the op, you see him with the jet. Wow. Ult as well again. That one time on WASD, and takes care of it and back to a 10-8 scenario.
Yeah, Icy there with the ult. It was I think Icy saw Nolly D pull out his ult, and he's like, I can do it too. And he ended up finishing the round with it, and now he's gonna be rocking that op.
Icy trying to go toe-to-toe with WKD, as you see on your screen. 2010-3 to 2012-1. And WKD, his team has gotten the best so far. But again, there's still a lot of Valorant to play here. Sky needs 3 more wins to get the victory, and Sova has done a good job of hanging around. And when you have Takio there to help you out on the frag, you're in good shape. Yep.
There's definitely a lot of talent in these matches, and as the afternoon goes on, the match is going to get closer and closer and more heated. So we definitely ask you to stick around, especially for this third round coming up, because I'm excited. And as you can see, these second round matches are much closer than the first round. So this third round is going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, especially when we talk about Sova versus Sky. They have both have the 1-0 records too, so these are definitely the teams that we're tracking. One of these are going to guarantee themselves a spot in the championship that we will see coming up around that time when the next round of matches that go on. We'll have the championship series. It is not over for the other players. They will also have their consolation games, which we might check into once in a while, but we will be hosting for the most part on the main channel that championship game, whoever it might be. We have yet to see. Because here's Sova stepping things up here. Takio recognizing that there's a threat at hand. But one pulls it up and still gets a kill over Dylan. Oh no. Takio able to get that one, but WKD returns the favor. Of course, we talked about how effective he is. What a kill there. Excellent shot, crazy, but then Icy steps in and takes care of that one. This is some incredibly entertaining Valorant right now, Beza.
Honestly, I'm not really sure how Icy wasn't blinded by that orb. Maybe, maybe Can't pushed out a little too early after throwing the orb, but I thought it was a great play by the Reyna, but Icy comes out on top with ice in his veins.
Been saying it all day long. I love it. And stick with it.
I will. I will stick with it, Bear Light.
Actually, I would tell every single player as well to do the same. So. Yeah, Icy has been doing a great job. WKD has definitely shown their worth. There's no doubt about it, but Icy kind of came through at the right moment there. Otherwise, might have had some trouble with WKD, who we're looking at right now. Playing Reyna appropriately when you're getting kills, like we said. Reyna's utility is all about getting those kills first. For WKD, not too hard.
Shadows traveling.
We're going to get an A push here.
Go through to you. I think Sky knows it as well on the defense here, Team Sky.
Very slow pusher. They might even be pulling out. Uh-oh, we're going to get a flank here.
Oh, Takio knew. Takio knew.
Yeah, so one thing I've also kind of noticed about these, the higher level players and the guys who are playing really well right now, they don't normally slow peek corners. Like, you watch them, and it's never really walking around a corner. Once they get to a corner, it's usually sprint a little wider to try to catch anyone peeking off guard.
Sky needs a backtrack now. Sova all over them at the moment. Spike down as well, so Sky will be forced to come through. But Benny, out by Kant. Icy should take care of this, but does not, because it's WKD on the other side. Told you that WKD might be able to take out Icy if it came to a one-on-one. With that being said, Kant was in the perfect spot to kind of clean up and help out a teammate. And because of that, we're dead even here, Beza. It's 10 to 10 here between these two 1-0 teams.
This is exactly what I was looking for. Some high-level Valorant, back-and-forth action. Who's going to win, Bearlight? I don't know. Do you?
I just couldn't tell you. I know for a fact that Sova's got the momentum here moving forward, but when you have Icy and Takio as a combination of fraggers, that's insane. You had the fact that Crazy Triss and Kant do a good job to support and play Centennial. My goodness. What are words? Their combination has been stout, to say the least. But Sky had the advantage earlier. So they can get back to it.
What?
Yeah, is Benny have no idea how.
What just happened?
Literally
What a
turned and just
flick.
knew. That's what I'm saying.
He flicked faster than my eye's frame rate. I didn't even see it happen.
Spike
The
planted.
pistol headshot didn't kill him there, so Kant able to get power pixel as well. Turning around, nicely done from WASD with the Bucky, but Triss gonna
good
get
try.
him. Yeah, it was worth the effort now as the spike has been planted. And it's up to WKD to try to kind of work uphill for sure.
You can do it.
Down a 1v4. And it'll be Sova with 3 rounds in a row.
So the winner of this game does guarantee their spot in the finals. So you see this 11-10 matchup. They are fighting for their spot in this this final undefeated game, which will happen after this, and should be a pretty heated contest. I'm excited to see it.
Yeah, like we've been saying a couple times here. As Sova has definitely gained a majority of the momentum here, not to mention the fact that it's just going to be another attack here towards this B site. They've had a little bit of success here, actually, through Hookah, a few of them, one on the flank as well, as you see. Maybe trying to put the defenders that are sitting on site A. Not doing much in order to guarantee that one, but this B push should be pretty heavy. And hopefully Sky can be prepared of it if you're looking from Sky's point of view.
Yeah, that Omen smoke's really going to slow the push, and I think it's enough to deter him and make him go to A. Yeah. I think what was super important there was the Sova drone flew out, but really didn't get eyes on anyone. I think this defending side was good enough in hiding where they were.
Certainly were, and now Sova showing why they've won the past couple of rounds pretty easily too.
Oh, quick movement.
There's Benny with one, almost got 2, but Icy gets him.
Oh, that should have hit.
Looked like it.
Uh-oh.
Oh, through Icy knew. And
The
Sova
momentum.
continues to ride. Icy with that op has been
Match
dirty.
point.
And you know what they say about Icy? He is ice in his veins, Bearlight.
Let's see, with that op, I mean, you're not joking.
26, 12, and 5.
Against the
And
25, 16, and 1.
Best part,
What's that?
he's a senior. He can go anywhere next year, so may want to reach out because this is someone you're going to want on your roster.
Goodness, I know. Icy is insane. Listed as an immortal, but has been doing big things against no matter who he lines up against, especially like WKD. We've been talking about how he's worked his way up in the ranking system of Valorant to Radiant. So PowerPixel the same, sitting at immortal as well. But then again, of course, we say it every single time, rank isn't everything.
Yep. So he's hanging with the best of them, and he's showing he's putting on a little bit of a show here.
No doubt about it.
You can't outclass Icy. It's impossible, except for okay, I'm done talking.
WKD needs to stay alive here. It's going to be incredibly important when you have been the lone fragger, at least to a top level degree. The plant will be down. A great job in place to be. As Sova now has 2 down, but a couple of trades, and we're at a 3v3 as Triss gets 3 in a row. Now PowerPixel gets 1 on Kent. Now we're looking at the 2v2. 1 down, and they're going to be able to get the kill.
Big
and
one.
The Fuchs coming, and Sky hanging in there by a thread.
WKD had to remind everyone, I'm Radiant. So here we go.
Nicely done. So Yoru has made their way into the championship game and will play the winner of this one. Sky says, we want it to be us. Sova 1 round away from doing it, but Sky's still hanging on, wanting that spot.
Yeah, who's going to take this final winner spot? This is a very important telling round, so let's see.
And this one, this matchup in itself, base, it really does feel like a finals match, though.
Yeah, I'm excited. This is a great showdown. This is you can see they're all fighting for their spot in this final winners game. So
remember, it's a possibility that we go into what Valorant calls infinite overtime, meaning we back and forth until somebody wins by 2. So keep that in mind as well. So if Sky ties this one up, we find ourselves there. If Soba able to finish things off, let's watch as it's about to develop here.
Cage trigger. Cage trigger.
That push is coming. Be heavy.
the speed at which he flicked to that dart is incredible. The dart couldn't even get off a single sonar beam. Didn't know anyone was.
The hunt begins.
That is why they are on the map and we're in the casting booth.
Exactly.
Oh my goodness, Icy. Incredible, incredible aim. Now Sky has the numbers. Benny with another one. That's a big sequence there. Takio gets one and Dylan gets one as well. And now the defenders win and we have ourselves overtime. Highlight worthy indeed, Beza.
Overtime.
12-2 and here we go into overtime. Must win by 2. And
Let's
after
see
Sova,
what happens
Sova
here.
put together like 4 rounds in a row, and now Sky returning the favor with a couple of their own. And that's how we find ourselves in overtime. Sky technically with the momentum, but the way Sova's been playing recently, you never know.
This is a shootout between WKD and Icy right now. I believe it's either 1 or 2 kill difference right now. They are both balling.
Icy, I think, has gotten the better when it comes to a KDA actual percentage, but when it comes to kill count, both of them are outstanding.
And the cool thing is they're they're different in age too. So we have WKD's showing off, and he's only a sophomore right now. And then you have obviously Icy pulling his weight as a senior. So it's fun seeing the leadership out of WKD at such a young age.
What I'm impressed of with Sova is you see actually let's watch this as well. Dylan gets crazy, so now a good start from Sky.
It's a quick plant.
Very quickly, and you have the numbers too, so Sky definitely feeling it here. They want everybody on A so that they can hold the necessary sight lines.
Oh, it's a big
gets
pick.
Back. It was.
4v3.
Still in sights. Yeah, Takio.
4v2.
Got Benny had no chance, but Power Pixel does.
3v2.
Countdown begins. WKD with one as well. 2v2. Now
Huge
another
play.
one. Oh my.
They're standing.
It's a 1v1. It's Icy WKD.
Icy got it.
Ice in his veins. Oh, he's not gonna get the defuse, is he though?
Is it in time?
No, WKD.
Oh, he
WKD
wasn't
with the
gonna
dub.
able to hold off just in time. Icy thought he might have it, but Sky continues to wreck through. And a 13-12 advantage for Sky, 1 away.
That's the one-on-one you want to see. That's the one-on-one you pay to see. The Icy versus WKD 1v1. And, you know, the Radiant with a little bit of big brains play. Come get me. You got to come kill me if you want to defuse.
Exactly, and bought just enough time in order to do it. And so even though Icy took care of business on the trade, was not able to get there in time. So high level play, super entertaining. As this one does feel like a championship in itself. And it really is, because the winner gets there. We'll face Yoru in the championship. The winner does, at least. Sova's still an opportunity here, of course. Way more chill on the attack here as they try to fill things out. But the thing is, WKD is there, WASD. Not to get him confused with the Bucky as well. WKD, another one. And Sky, just 2 kills away from taking this one home. But Triss does get one back. Here's Crazy. Okay, the bot, a good job to stay patient here as that smoke has got to be nerve-wracking. PowerPixel gets 1-2, 1 left. Crazy gets 1, gets 2, hanging on. But there it is. PowerPixel gets it, and Sky will be moving on to the championship.
What a matchup. The momentum back and forth. That was fun to watch.
That was incredibly exciting to watch. The Icy WKD was fun in itself, but even that last sequence between all 10 of these players, 5 from each side, was incredibly exciting to watch.
Yeah, that was a fun matchup. I'm upset it wasn't the championship, but it makes me wonder what's the championship going to look like if the semis, I guess we'll call them the semis, if that's that tight. I'm excited to see what the next round's going to look like.
Well, the next round is going to be the final round, which of course, you have the two teams in the championship themselves, but we also have the other 4 playing simultaneously too. So we'll be right back with the final round in just a bit. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Conference 1 and stay plugged in. Showcase. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Conference 1 Stay Plugged In Showcase Series for Valorant. Alongside Beza, my name is Bearlight, and we've hit the third and final round here. Beza, what a day it's been so far.
Ooh, it's been exciting. The games have been getting better and better and heating up. I'm just excited for this final round to see some very, very similar ranked teams going up against each other.
Yeah, we have the finals that are set to take place. That'll be Yoru facing off with Team Sky, and it's going to be a battle between WKD and Power Pixel facing off with D-Slash and Swabby, four names that we've seen on the top of the frag list consistently throughout this broadcast.
Yeah, and I'm very excited to see the disparity between the ranks, because both teams have all the way up to Immortal, slash Radiant, down to Silver and Bronze. Both teams have, players in a wide range of ranks. So it's going to be fun to see how they match up against, a similar ranked team.
Yeah, and then you take into consideration that those Bronze have had their set of rounds. I believe we're given some information that the Bronze had 14 kills in that last one, which is insane. And look at the skill level there. But before we get you and toss you into the championship game, we got to show some love for this fifth place battle between Omen and Astra. Omen, a team coming in that a lot of the players in this showcase were thinking were going to be the big winners here, because they do have a lot of talent. They're made up of Pineapple, D-Scuba, Volusia, Peaked, and the Big Howler. And then over on the other side, Beza, who's on Team Astra?
Yeah, so we got SFC, Nightmare, Golden Ninja 76, and I believe Localify has a sub playing for him, correct?
That's correct.
Yep, and then we have DME, Frosto, and Invis. It's fun seeing names you recognize from our league. I know I recognize SFC, Nightmare, and Localify. Unfortunately, he's not here, but hopefully we can get some more of these players playing in our leagues and some more eyes on them, because I like recognizing these names.
Exactly, and you have to take advantage of the opportunities when they present themselves, and if you sign up for an event, definitely showing up is half the battle, right?
Yep.
So you get in front of the eyes of the colleges, and obviously you want to perform as well.
So we got a quick trade over, was that mid, I'm assuming? Looks like that's where Spike went down. So we have, looks like an A push here. Spike going down, the Big Howler is planting.
Spike planted.
And this is a map that just about everybody, if you know Valorant at all, are familiar with. This Ascent map. The mid is so important here.
Walled off.
Actually, a couple of them, they try to escape from the stage wall, and right when they do, they're waiting for them to strike. And
Let me
Astra can take
free.
advantage of that one.
They're both just taking swings at the wall. That was a great wall.
It was a beautiful wall.
A great wall.
Yes.
I know a great wall.
The Great Wall of China, baby. Also the Great Wall of Sage. And Astra takes the 1-0 lead.
Let's see what happens here. We had an A push last round. Looks like they're lining up for a very similar push here. Looks like they're 3-stacking B site, this defending side. It's Omen team, so let's see if that pays off. But this looks like it's gonna be a 5 heavy push A.
Yeah, it's just if they go quickly, it would be beneficial. But of course, they don't know the positioning of Astra.
They're coming through mid as well. They're gonna take A site.
Oh yeah, there's
A
no
site
doubt
is
against that.
theirs. Yeah.
They already rotating though. Astra does know this quickly, so good intel on the part of the defense. The thing is, they're still going to be outnumbered pretty heavily here, as they need to control that mid. But a couple of trades both ways here, not affecting much.
Strike down A.
It looks like Advance was taking the place of Localify here.
Yep.
That's a new name that we haven't seen in the showcase quite yet, as Pineapple takes out Advance with a great pistol shot.
Uh-oh. 2v1.
So it's up to Volusia. We've seen her pull off some clutch moments in the past. See if she can do it again. She's definitely down on health. As a Jet, you can't heal yourself, so you're kind of just stuck with it. And sure enough, SFC and Nightmare will come through. They'll get the kill. It'll be a 2-0 lead here for Team Astra.
Yeah, definitely a... I'd say this is a defender-sided map. I think it's kind of fair to say, but so far it's been kind of. I think the round's been pretty close. It just looks like Astra's come out on top both times. They've been playing them pretty well.
Yeah, I agree. Omen's lining up correctly, and they seem to have a good strategy moving in. But Astra holds strong when it comes to the defense, which of course this is. A pretty strong map for the defense, especially if you can get that mid control. Then your defense is that's where your defense is really rooted into.
Yeah. I was confident with their A push. Just I don't think they pushed fast enough onto site.
Which is why you got to find the balance, you know. And when we were talking about Haven in the first round, we were talking about how maybe, you know, the strong push or the heavy push early may not be, you know, something that's ideal. That being said, there is 3 different bomb sites for Haven, so to each their own strategy. Pineapple gonna put one down here. This spike down for Team Omen. And Pineapple another kill. This one on Slash. And taken out of it was Discuba by SFC Nightmares. He continues to do plenty of the fragging here early. Pineapple another one. This one on advance. Will not allow him to advance. And now Pineapple with the intel as well. And that should give them a clear advantage of your Team Omen now. Try to guess where they're coming, Heaven. I saw a little bit of room, but SFC Nightmare takes care of Pineapple there on that one. A quick turn. Yeah, recognition too. Yeah, good job and strategy to save. At that point, Spike is going to explode, so you want to save as much econ, especially early in these rounds.
Not really sure what Invis was doing there. Unless, I believe she may have only had a pistol, but still.
Yeah, I guess you'd go for it, and yeah, that was the case, but didn't affect them too much. We'll be able to roll back. Invis will be able to pick up a rifle for this one, but you might have been in a better place otherwise. But Omen with the finally a round win.
So we're gonna have a heavy B push here. They're gonna switch it up a little bit.
For those of you colleges tuned in as well, and for the rest of you viewing too, we said we're going to show you the championship game for a majority. So this is not it. This is the 5th place game that you're watching right now. Just want to be clear. Between Omen and Astra, winner of this will take 5th place in the showcase itself. We have Yoru and Team Sky. That will be going down in just a bit.
Wow, that was quick.
Seemed like a matter of what? 10 seconds tops. And
I looked away for a second and the round was over.
Literally look down at the sheet in front of us and see who was to check and double check on when that championship game was going to go. And by the time we did that, Astra had won the round and they're up 3-1.
So I'm going to assume the B push didn't work, but it looks like they're going to go back and try it again. So let's see.
Run it back.
Yeah, run it back. We'll see what happens here. Hopefully they can get maybe a better push, but let's watch and learn.
Get out of my way.
Right.
Maybe mid push.
Right into harm's way.
Behind him.
Skipper knew it. Belusha hit
Spike
the ult
down
and did get a kill on Slash. Still has that ult available, but downed by Advance.
Oh, what a shock dart.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, that was
Yikes.
wonderful. Advance able to take out Peak and Howler on that one as well.
Our boy SFC Nightmare leading the charge. That's a familiar name.
Good to see SFC Nightmare, really pop off here in this last round. It seems like he struggled to get things going in the first couple of rounds, so I'm glad we got to witness this matchup because definitely a lot of talent and maybe not as high up the frag list as he wanted to be in earlier rounds, but definitely hitting the spotlight now with good reason and purpose.
See, so they've decided that B push is not gonna work. Looks like they're rotating over to A instead this round.
SFC Nightmare, a senior as well, by the way. Alongside Frosto for Team Astra as the seniors there. The Big Howler, a senior on the other side on Team Omen. And just getting a kill. Scuba, SFC Nightmare, another one. Good job from Advance to jump out of the way of that one because that would have been deadly. Quite literally. And gets the kill as well. Advance looking strong right now in this Jett. Yikes. Kind of felt that one coming, didn't she? Pineapple goes down after Slash just kind of just jumps in. And, I mean, at that point, you're outnumbered. Not much you can do.
Yeah, if you're Omen here, you got to get around because this is starting to seem like a very heavy momentum-based match. So, right now we're sitting at 5-1. Hopefully they can get something going here, but if not, they might be in trouble not only with the round count, but econ as well.
Exactly right. See, this is why we play these games too. If you are part of the Discord specifically for the CF1 showcase for today, you saw the players saying Pineapple and D-Scuba on the same team. we're in trouble. GG's. And now just these players have been really on it as far as trying to take it to them, you know, to prove something. And they've done a good job of kind of limiting their chances here. It's not anything that Pineapple's doing wrong or D-Scuba's doing wrong, or it's not that they're having a completely off day or anything like that. It's just the amount of talent in the showcase is second to none, and that's why we're playing these games.
This is going to be an exciting... I'm ready to see the championship game. I know that one's going to be exciting. Oh, the blind didn't get her.
No, I was behind, and D-Scuba able to take care of Slash. That is the one thing about Reyna as well. We talk about how her abilities are based on when you get kills. That Flash is not.
Yep.
One of her. That is the only one that you really use, not getting a kill. Unfortunately for Slash, it was a little bit behind D-Scuba, the intended target, and because of that, D-Scuba was able to get that kill and win that trade. Team Omen has Spike in hand, but the thing is, they're down 3 to 4 when it comes to numbers.
30
Not to mention
seconds
Omen
Spike
left.
blew in last
planted.
lap.
Spike planted.
Uh-oh. No one was watching it.
Gotta keep an eye on both sides. They rid of the defense, and now the Spike down to Scuba, hitting that ult as well for Reyna.
Oh, he sees the gun. Oh, what a play!
No, it misses! No, that was you gotta land that shot. Oh,
Adam, that was great trigger discipline.
they got a little bit trigger happy there, knowing that you have 2 in your sights.
Player
Yeah.
standing.
He couldn't choose which one to shoot. He shot in the middle.
Enemy remaining.
Pineapple, a couple of trades. There's Pineapple popping off a little bit, but that's before Advance was able to get the kill.
Well, he
And
get
now
the-
it's gonna be close.
Oh, I don't
Here
think
comes
so.
the defuse.
I don't
It
think
might
so.
be there.
Oh,
Are you kidding me? No. That was 0.32 seconds until they were able to get that one off. I'm glad we got to witness that round, and now we bring you into what we've all been waiting for. It's the championship game against Yoru and Sky, where Sky has jumped off to a 3-0 lead.
Dun dun dun. Championship matchup. Sky's got the 3-0 advantage here.
WKD leads this team, of course. If you're just joining us, that's the only real reason why we would need to say that. He's been absolutely outstanding, as Power Pixel has as well. But on the other side of things, Swabby.
Nice.
Nice job from Edster. WKD gets a kill on Wazoo as well. And now another one, this one from Power Pixel twice. Now a 2-on-2 scenario.
Last player standing.
Oh.
One enemy remaining.
1-on-1 now.
Dun dun dun. Nice.
There it is. They get their first all-important first-round win, and that way you're not falling too far behind a Sky team that's been shredding so far.
Yeah, that's a big win right there.
And if you're just tuning in, Sky versus Sova in the last round really felt like a championship game as well. The fact that Sky was able to pull that out and land themselves into the championship game alone tells you how talented they are. Now they continue to work a little bit of that on Yoru, but Yoru able to get that last round. They're looking pretty strong. Team Sky made up of 2 seniors, Power Pixel, which we saw a couple of kills there, and your boy Dylan as well.
My boy Dylan, you my boy Dylan. I got the SKG boards in here. I believe there's 3 representing this championship round. 2 on, I believe, Yoru, right? No, 2 on
Sky.
2
Yep.
on Sky, yep, and then 1 on Yoru. So we got a nice SKG showing.
Yep, and Swabby actually is registered as already out of high school, class of 2020. However, maybe
Nice.
looking for a spot. Be a conversation to have for sure, because he's been huge as you see him take out WASD, and then Edster able to take out Dylan as well. So now we're to a 5-on-3 scenario in favor of Yoru with Spike in hand, of course. Goes without saying when you have your full lineup still available. We're Sky down to 3, and they're evenly spread out. If they can target 1 at a time, Yoru should be good here.
It's always when you look the other way. Every single time you stop looking, that's when they're going to round the corner.
Or like we said, you look at the mini map.
Yep.
You take 1 second, and that's when it happens.
A 4v3 here. So this is definitely going to be an A push, but this is like A side's heavily
30
defended.
seconds left.
It's not really sure where Sova's taking Spike right now. You gotta get in there.
They're baiting them out, though. It might be an A push here.
Oh no!
Now you know,
you
but
got it
Edster still got a
anyways.
kill. Gave away your position. That's confidence right there. Hey, props to Edster on that one. But D-Slash going to get the plant down just in time with 8 seconds left before needing to do so. So now they will have the numbers and Spike down, and Sky going to have to jump back on with just a Breach and a Reyna in hand.
Last player standing.
Was it a Brimstone?
Ooh, that's a Breach. Yep.
Breach. Okay, had it right the first time.
You know, they actually had to switch up those pictures and change the characters so people get them confused too often.
So I'm not the only one. That's good. That's good to know. Attacker's going to take this one as well. So Yoru pulls it back within a 3-2, and we knew it's going to be close. I mean, it's a championship game. I think that goes without saying.
Yeah, this is going to be an exciting one. I know Yoru's got 2 in a row now, and we got the momentum going. Let's see how this goes. And I believe, yeah, that was definitely an Edster carry round right there. He put the team on his back. Let's see what happens here in this round 6.
So when we're talking about map ascent here, Beza, and when the attackers start getting some momentum, do you shift a defensive strategy? You pretty much stick, for the most part, you know, where you're comfortable at.
Yeah, so I'd say for a map like Ascent, I mean, just kind of depends on what the attacking team's doing, and I think, you know, the defense is going to have to shift a little bit based off what the attack's doing, but you know, obviously, if it's working, stick with it. But if it's not, just, you know, weigh out some other options.
You don't want to make any too large of adjustments because that's how you get countered for sure. But it's tough to kind of find that balance. But WKD doing a good job of taking out teammate D-Slash on that one.
I'm interested to see how he peaks this. His movement is so incredible. It's the small detail of the game that it does so much for your aim.
It certainly does.
Oh, there he is.
Nicely done from Power Pixel to take out Nerd on that one. Remember, Swabby, there's a reason why we call his name constantly. He's on that SKG team, and they've been, they're just on a whole different level, right? All of them Immortal or Radiant for the most part. WKD lining up across from Swabby, as they have not faced each other quite yet, but the rest of the teammates have, so it makes it just another storyline of many to take into consideration for this championship.
Yeah, so Sky takes back that all-important round to stop the momentum of Yoru. Let's see, this like we're going to have a split push here. This Sky team's looking pretty aggressive on the defense.
They do. They jump out so far out, and Yoru has kind of forced them to do that by playing super patient, so Sky feels the need to jump out because nothing's really happening or developing.
Yeah, they're
Sometimes
caught mid
patience
here.
is nice.
Spike down mid.
So the spike sitting in the middle of this map. Not what you want if you're Yoru. This is definitely going to be a Sky victory if they can just, you know, execute. It shouldn't be anything too special. Yoru, both of the players remaining are going to go up against 5, but they do have full health. That's the only thing really going for right now.
Player standing.
And sure enough, Benny going to take out D-Slash. Nice shot there from Benny. Now Nerd is the last one, and going to get blinded there from WKD, and as expected, he's able to take care of business, and Sky out to a 5-2 lead.
So we're going to switch off this round and hop over to the Astra versus Omen matchup. Let's see what's going on here. Let's see. Ooh, Astra's got a pretty hefty lead here. Let's see what goes on in this round. And this is for the, what is this placement match? This is for 5th place game. Okay. So let's see if Astra can bring it together and snag that 5th place spot.
Definitely. It looks like Team Viper for that 3rd place matchup, because remember there's supposed to be a 3rd one going on as well. I think a couple of players had to leave early, so 3rd place game I don't believe is happening, so we'll switch it back and forth. The 5th place game got off and going pretty quickly here, so we'll kind of switch back and forth. The championship game, of course, our major priority, but we want to show some love for the ones that came out here for Team Omen and Astra.
Yep. So I believe we actually may have been able to pull in some subs for that 3rd place spot. So it might not be the same names. You might recognize or not recognize some of the names, but we had to go in there and pull in some other players. I think there were some scheduling issues with a couple of the players who weren't able to make it for the 3rd final game. So we brought in some subs to help fill spots, make sure the people who are here can get their games in.
Definitely, no doubt. See Stuva, the kill on advance now, and it'll be Volusia. Gets taken out by Invis, though. Invis has had a decent showing despite rank. Slash able to get one as well. Like it's been planted.
One enemy
Slash just
remaining.
knowing that they have to come at some point. Pineapple get pays for it. And so this will be a victory here for Astra as they'll backtrack, and they do get that final kill on the big Caller, and it will be 10-3 in this one as Astra looking to control that 5th place matchup.
Yep. Yeah, so I know obviously we're the Silver Viper game going on. If we do end up switching over and watching some of that, like I said, there's going to be some names you may not recognize. Just kind of to be a little bit of a scheduling conflict for some of the players. But I think this is the same full roster for Astra and Omen, so all these names you should recognize from the previous 2 matches.
Of course, yeah, except for, like we mentioned it earlier, like Luke Alphi wasn't able to make the events, but their spot as well.
Inside.
Slash kind of lining up backwards there, a bit of a dangerous place to be in. Able to take out.
Oh, wow, great placement by Killjoy. Put those nades in the perfect spot.
Spike planted.
See Nightmare doing what he's done best in this round at least, and that's take out another one. But Discuba returning the favor there. Slash with a nice quick trade there with Volusia, able to take them out now. Invis with one, and the trades really go back and forth, but it's an advantage of Astra because they have the spike down. Other way around. Omen has the spike down round.
Nice.
Invis and Slash able to take them out nicely. And so the attackers win again. Astra up to an 11-3 lead.
Yeah, definitely putting on a clinic here. This team Astra, obviously with their seniors, Nightmare and Frosto. You kind of expected it. You want to see that senior leadership poke through, and so far we're seeing it.
Absolutely.
But we can't forget about Slash. Slash is out there throwing in some numbers, 21-6.
Yeah, and Slash wasn't the top fragger in the first 2 rounds, so sometimes it's good. Remember, this is the 5th place matchup, so they haven't been able to find success, but, remember, all these players were thrown together onto a team, maybe for the very first time. Only a handful of them have actually played together, whether it be through the spin leagues or through a team of their own. So they really have to do some adjustments and some communication fixes and play style adjustments as well. So you never know. So if you're popping up now, it's never too late. So for Astra, it's a good sign for them.
Yep,
they've been able to put it down.
That's going back to a previous point I made. Obviously, like we said, these teams are thrown together. They don't have much time playing together, and maybe no experience playing with these people on their team. That's why it's important to get more involved in the leagues we run, because these names are names you're going to start to recognize. And as we see Nightmare with the big kill there, the senior stepping up. But like I was saying, these are names you're going to start to become familiar with, and maybe even become familiar with their play styles. So it's a little advantageous for yourself to kind of take advantage of the opportunities that are provided here.
Yeah, not only just adjusting, like, let's say they're on your team to be able to play with them, but against them, and knowing their play style and their habits and the corners that they prefer and the angles that they like to hold really does give you an advantage. So that's why participating in these leagues, you're absolutely right, Pace. It goes a long way. And when these showcases come around and you're familiar with multiple names, you know what's going on, you know what's happening, and that's how it's always been around the competitive scene.
Yep, think about it. Once you get to that, even the collegiate level, you're going to start to recognize the people you play. You'll know who's on a roster. You'll be like, hey, I've played with him before. I know he likes to do this type of thing. So, it's very important to get out there and like I've said all day, get involved.
Ooh, Slash, a good job to jump up and knowing, again, the tendencies. And that's helped him so much in this one. Astra looks to finish things off here for the 5th place matchup sooner rather than later. Because it has only been 15 rounds and they're already on match points. And in fact, just one left, so Astra should take care of business here. Another res by the way, and Astra pulls off the win, 13-3 in this one. So Astra will take the 5th place. And Omen, the team that was set to be, the team to beat, unfortunately goes lands 6th. I did like what I saw out of Pineapple and Discuba, just maybe not their day. Belushi as well played a pretty big role too. They're just not quite the success they wanted. Panda's a couple kills here. As we move you into the third place matchup,
One
it's Team
enemy
Sova,
remaining.
who did so well. Remember, that consists of Icy and Triss and Kance and a Crazier and Takio, one of the top fraggers as well. Icy takes out Striker on that one, but gets taken out by Rusher himself. And it's a very close one here for the third place matchup.
And for anyone interested in watching just strictly that first place matchup, you can head to Intel Spin 6 at twitch.tv. And actually, if you pull up, I think it's !schedule in the chat, you can find out where each match is actually being streamed. So we actually do have streams of those matches individually. So if you are only interested in that first place game, head over to twitch.tv/IntelSpin6.
Yep, and if you want the comms for Yoru, it's Intel Spin 12. So you have a couple options there as far as who you want to listen into for their comms. I believe it is also on Intel Spin 18. We'll double check that as well for like the main actual stream link. It's okay, Intel Spin 18 is the one that you want if you just want the overall view.
Yep.
Flash out.
Place matchup definitely has the signs of a much speedier gameplay here. As a more aggressive playstyle, you see the movement is so much heavier. I mean, that is partially because of the jet. Nicely done from Triss there, though. Take them out. And now Striker returns the favor. Down on the HP, though, it'll be difficult here. Especially when the Omen will plant here, and now you're left as a Sova on Team Sova, trying to push onto a site with 2.
Ooh. Can finish it.
The strike on Striker. And Viper and Sova dead even here, Beza. It's awesome to see the 3-3 matchup.
Yep, I'm excited. Like we said, these championship rounds, obviously besides the 5th place game, but this one and this 3rd place and then the 1st place game are going to be super competitive.
Oh, yeah. Excited to see the Yoru and Sky match up the championship game. Again, going on at twitch.tv/IntelSpin18. If you want to check out and watch that championship game, we show some love to the 3rd place matchup here, Sova versus Viper.
Joke's over.
Which might have had a couple of PC resets. It looks like the same lineups that we saw earlier, which is a little bit confusing for us because we had news that a couple people had left the voice channel. They might have just been restarting or something.
Yeah.
So it's good to see the same lineup and them participating for the 3rd place. Cans with another one again on strike. Icy. Again, very high fragger. Gets the 3rd one now.
Ice in his veins.
Trying to get the 4th one too. Spike down. And now it's left of...
Icy with the 4K.
And it's business as usual. You will never see somebody so calm to get 4 kills. It's like almost expected at that skill level. It's insane.
For Icy, especially with his rank, and also the biggest important piece for you recruiters and coaches, he's a senior. So he's looking to take his talents to the next level. Obviously, he's showing out here.
And a sight to see. See Icy, and that's how confident you are. Like, let me at him, let me at him.
Yep.
Right on that invisible wall that he started on. Quick cut to try to get the mid control from Icy, realizing nobody's there, so they will have full control of this mid around this corner. Takio with a kill. Can't follows that one up as well. Now they push. Press Icy back through the mid. Will follow that one. Knows exactly where they are. Able to get one on Crazy. Ooh. Now another one comes through. A great job from... cannot read that right now.
I believe it says Chinner.
I believe it's Chinner. Great job to get that kill, but attackers will walk away with this one. Viper now with 2 straight rounds in a row. Now at 5-3 in the match. Look to line up B for this push. So the defense has kind of stood fast. A little bit of a stronger mid presence from the defense this time after allowing the attackers to get through so easily last time.
I'm excited to see how they handle this this heavy B push. Looks like Sky's gonna maybe lurk a little bit over towards A. Wonder what the plan of attack is. Maybe she shows first, maybe not. This aggressive push.
Oh, Triss The shot does not know the corner. Oh, forgot to check the corner, and Rusher gets 3
Everyone
of them.
forgot to check the corner.
Clearly, and after 1 goes down, 2 goes down, you would think there would be a, hey, check the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah, but props to him for standing tall and getting those 3 kills there for Team Sova when it's definitely desperately needed.
Got a 3v2 here. Looks like they have. I believe.
Oh, Icy, are you kidding me?
That Omen's low health.
He knows he's going to take him out right here. 1 shot is what you need, but he's got backup, though. You have to be careful for Icy.
Oh, right in the
Did he
smoke.
get a kill?
That smoke helped him a ton.
It knows exactly where he is,
Oh,
but if Hannah
close.
takes him out, but Takio got him from behind.
Important trade there, Takio.
It was. Takio came for the assistance from Icy because Icy was in a good spot there completely, and kind of just bided his time, waited for Takio to come through, and then challenged so that Takio could come from behind and get it. We're moving you back into the championship game. It is Sky versus Yoru, and it is a 8-5 lead for Team Sky, as now it'll be a bit of a relaxed session here. Not sure what's going on with D-Slash here, so we're going to double check on what's going on with this one here.
This is a strategy I don't know of, but
Let's move you to somebody else. Here's Power Pixel. Maybe a disconnection. We'll have to double check on what's going on with D-Slash at the moment.
he's got his throwing knife out.
He's ready to go, ready to slice. They don't call him D-Slash for nothing.
He's not dead yet.
He's back to life.
There we go.
And he gets a kill out of it too.
guy's
Look at him. Imagine jumping back in and getting that kill Wazir with one as well. Power Pixel gets a kill on Wazir too, so now it'll be a clear advantage for Yoru here. As Nerd able to take care of business, the defenders will win, and we're back within a 2-round differential here in this one, Beza. And
Yeah, this is gonna be a good one. Let's see if we can get some momentum here from this Yoru side. And they've strung 2 together now. Looks like after halftime they made a nice switch in their game plan, I'd assume.
Yeah.
So far it's paying off.
how do you get 6-round wins with that KDA? Looking a little bit low, but listen, I'm no disrespect at all from Yoru. You don't have to top frag or apparently have that big of a KDA difference in order to win rounds, and so for Yoru, we'll definitely take that. But WKD on the side of Sky, definitely the presence to watch when it comes to trades.
Yeah, this WKD has been popping off. Uh-oh.
So this one's you, Power Pixel with 1, trades back and forth. No. WASD. Oh, good job to affect Yoru. Throw them off the point so that Sky can maybe get a plant here.
Oh, the blind.
For Pixel, and now Swabby popping that ult for Jet, but then getting taken out by Power Pixel, and so now Sky can get
Enemy
this.
remaining.
Oh, he got him! Wow.
Is nice now and then.
D-Slash comes to life in a
Back
big
from
way.
the dead.
Oh, that was insane to watch. Yoru making their presence known here, 8-7 for Sky, but they're on something else. D-Slash coming to life at the right time to get that kill. That was something else.
Huge round. They need look at the econ of Team Sky. Like they can't get anything. They cannot buy anything. That was a huge round for Yoru, and even bigger performance by D-Slash there.
These games have been outstanding. The first round was a little bit one-sided either way, and then the 2 o'clock games were super close. The Sky versus Sova one comes to mind, of course. But this championship one shaping up to be exactly that.
Yeah, and that's a clinic. It's exactly what you want to see out of a player you want to bring in your program. The crosshair placement by D-Slash. He was blinded, not even blinded, but he was affected by the breach there. And was still able to get the 1-tap based off his crosshair placement.
Edster not able to do that of himself as Dylan was able to take him out. Nicely done.
That's a super important pick. If they can get on site, that's a free Vandal, I believe, for this team, this Yoru side, or the Sky side, who
Hurting,
was
yeah.
not able to buy.
They were hurting big time. If they can get somebody with that rifle, it'll be big. D-Slash knows where WKD is. The thing is, he's there too Swabby with a couple op picks, and D-Slash gets one too.
Yeah, just the gun advantage there. That's a big one, though.
1 enemy remaining.
Those are
Spike
big,
down mid.
big op kills
He
from
knows
Swampy
exactly
as well.
where he is.
Oh, absolutely.
Here comes a oh,
D-slash.
D-slash.
Gets Dylan with a big kill early, but it did not matter. That Vandal was unused, and Yoru ties it up at 8.
Yeah, D-slash with the old fake disconnect earlier.
It's a strategy I'm very unaware of, basically.
Yep.
But it worked out in his favor in some capacity here as we have ourselves an 8-8 game. If you're just joining us, this is the championship matchup between Yoru and Sky. Sky earned their way here with a 14-12 victory over Sova. A very close one against Super
Gonna
Talent.
get some people. That was an aggressive TP.
Yeah. So now Spike is down. I believe, unless unless Cypher has it for Sky, which I believe is the case. Apologize for the overlay and covering that fact up. But it does look like Cypher does have that in hand. Now planting is Benny. In fact, Spike will be planted and Sky will be on site. Yoru, it's up to them. Ball's in their court. They must push. They're able to get past
Let's
one.
go.
D gets another one and another one on
The
Wazoo.
bronze
The
showing
bronze coming
out.
through again. He's popping off.
Represent me.
I'm not even at bronze level yet, or else I would say the same thing. But yeah, that's incredible. Oh my, D-slash maybe a bit more. Maybe he's checking the mini map. Either way, he is taken out. And so Team Sky will at least gain a little bit back of that momentum. That was definitely big as far as, of course, like we've been talking about, Econ.
For all the bronzes out there, WASD's put on a show for us. Represent.
He's reminding the bronzes as well where they should put their left hand, by the way.
Ah, I see what you did there.
Oh, okay. No,
Nice.
take a minute. Is it because you're bronze?
Yeah.
Okay, Sky up 9-8 in this championship series. We appreciate you tuning in and watching here as we become silly at the end of this 3-hour period of games.
Silly.
So silly. Benny on the Cypher for Team Sky is the one with Spike in hand. Yoru trying to defend as they had a couple of rounds go their way, and now Sky, it's up to them to try to press. Ozzy with a great job knowing where they were to backtrack and get one kill, but WKD ends up taking care of him, but that's before he's going to have to face off with the 2v4. And he's just going to jump out there and get the plant down, so at least they'll have that working in their favor, but now they got to hold fast. As you know, Yoru's about to push hard into the zone. Location rebuild as well. They know where Benny's at. This is going to be difficult for them. He's right around the corner, though. He knows two are here. He does get a couple of them! And WKD, now it's left up to the Jet for Yoru. What a turnaround for Team Sky.
The 2v4 doesn't matter.
Impressive stuff from Benny because he was detected as well.
Yeah.
Beyond that, got a couple of kills, and then suddenly Sky just kept working, and that is huge momentum.
That was massive.
Huge momentum, and now they're just 3 rounds away from the victory. Yoru kind of left scratching their heads as they haven't won a round in quite a minute.
Yeah, leave it to the top of the leaderboard and the bottom of the leaderboard to work together and get that win. You know, Benny, it's still positive with the KD, just not as performing as well as obviously as the you got the WKD out there balling. But it was nice to see them work together there.
Was indeed. It was impressive to say the least, and WKD wasn't even the lead of that charge either. It was Benny. Benny was the one that led that one. We know Benny around the program too. Always active in chat, hanging out with us, whether or not they're able to make the showcase. Leadership is definitely something he's known for as well.
Yep.
And so even when you're not having your best round, you're still
WASD, our boy. Represent. Love that guy.
Gets another one too and stays alive as well, by the way.
Spike planted. Last player standing.
WASD with 3.
That one was on Swabby, by the way, who was such a big performer in the first couple of rounds. D/, waiting. Oh, good patience there.
Crosshair placement.
Oh, jinx.
You want me to coke?
Sky in a good place now. 3-on-1 with Spike down. And just waiting. Is D/. There's not much you can do, especially as a silver. You can reveal their location, but at this point, it's
Yeah,
gonna
he's
happen. So just
gonna save here.
go back to the AFK status that he was earlier.
WASD leads the charge for Sky in that round. He's representing.
Man,
I'm living vicariously through WASD right now.
And well, I mean, listen, if you're a part of that team and the bronze is popping off, you're kind of in the comms like, hey, let's go. You get excited for him, and then suddenly you're landing your shots because you're hyped for him.
Look at him, 16 and 14. These are all immortals he's playing.
Okay, he lied. There's no way he's a bronze. Can we double check this? That's awesome, though. No, I'm not actually being serious. I know he is a bronze. He
Toxic Bear Light. Bear Light's toxic.
I'm just proud of him. Listen, I'm just proud of his performance so far. It's awesome to see. So now Sky will just be a couple rounds away from the championship. Yoru is keeping it close, though. WKD gets a kill on Wazoo. That 1-on-1 will most likely favor the top fragger versus the one that's a support. So that was pretty much inevitable. WKD with another one. That one on D/, a much larger trade. Now Swabby did not check the corner. Dylan gets him.
Aboard Dale.
Gamer fatigue is something that comes into play too when you play a few hours worth of games. You know, sometimes not so much. Usually, if you're talking about like a 4 or 5 hour time frame, then it starts playing factors.
One enemy
Oh,
remaining.
nice pick from Power Pixel, by the way, with a pixel peek. Oh, good blind too, and gets the kill. And Sky 1 away from the championship here, Besa.
Match point.
Match point.
That was close.
Nice.
That was
Oh, yeah,
pretty,
that was pretty close,
I mean,
yeah.
That was a great impersonation.
A couple notes lower. I think she hit a C sharp. I think you were chilling at an A.
All right, Bear Light's being toxic again.
See if Sky can clean it up, can finish things off. WKD, Power Pixel, and the newcomer WASD showing up. We saw Benny with some leadership. Dylan, it has been a well-rounded effort for Sky, but they do need to close it out as they'll be on the attack here to end, or at least attempt to end on Consistent Map.
This is an aggressive one.
It is because they want to get the win
the
early.
Bucky.
They were ready for it. WASD does get a kill out of it, though. They need to press.
That's my boy.
Takes the Odin and just like shreds through everything. If you're behind that box, forget about it. I'm just going to just rip right through it.
Spike planted.
Spike is down now for Sky. Yoru with the numbers, though. In fact, D/ gets WASD. And now it's up to Power Pixel to hold things off here for Team Sky if he wants to end it in this round.
Uh-oh. I'm in danger.
He knows exactly where he gets one, though. Oh, and D/ gets him back. And now they should get the defuse off here in plenty of time. And now Yoru getting one back now. They'll be up to 9.
Huge.
And, it was huge.
Huge.
Defenders.
Huge round.
Now Yoru holding on. They don't want to lose this championship. Are you kidding me? They kept it so close this entire time, and Sky gets one away, and suddenly I think they were anticipating the quick push from Sky, knowing that Sky teams typically get aggressive when they have one round left because they're confident and they want to storm in. I think Yoru was prepared for it, so it was wise decision making to anticipate that and get one round back, but they have to do this again 3 more times to tie things up.
Yeah, I'm not going to be happy unless WASD gets the final kill of the match.
Not very easy to please, is Beza. I'm sure Sky will take it no matter what. It's not going to be him, per se, at least not this round.
I loved our boy Wazoo, though. He's also silver.
By the
Showing
way.
out.
Yeah, exactly. And doing some damage himself. D/ with 1-9 power picks, so now Yoru in a good spot. Dylan knows he's outnumbered, so going quite slowly, regardless of playing Jet and knowing your movements are there. He does not know.
A lot of people watching that corner.
Oh, no. He doesn't know it either. Goes through with the smoke, and sure enough, yeah, Wazoo, right on cue. And that rhymed.
Hey, they're nice.
Yeah,
Good stuff.
Appreciate it, yeah.
We got both the omens Who represented me. Good stuff.
WKD does not have the spike in
I
hand,
think
however.
that was a nervous shot. I don't know what that was.
It sounded like it. He's got vision
Oh,
now.
he went too early.
Just a touch. He waits a split second. He has both of them blinded. Might get 2 picked, and then he'd have a 1-on-2 versus a 1-on-4, which was almost inevitable. So Yoru now
12-10.
12-10, working it back. They will
Momentum.
If nothing else, they reach the double digits, which is what we wanted to see. Now Yoru needing to get 2 in a row here to tie things up, which is a little bit more. You gotta take it one round at a time. As cliche as that is, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Indeed. So for Yoru, it's been working for you. D-Slash and Swabby have led, but Wazoo and Nerd getting picks whenever they need to. Edster, you could say the exact same. And a look here from the Team Sky trying to end things now. Edster right on cue again. D-Slash gets 1. Now, although Power Pixel takes out Edster, D-Slash able to end him. And the spike is down for Team Sky, though, which is kind of makes you nervous if you're Team Yoru. Although you have numbers, you need to press now and quickly. You got to take this point, but you got to be careful. This is deja vu, as Benny and WKD, they've done in this 2v4 before. Can they do it again? Similar scenario. Now let's try to take WKD. Can't do it this time, and Yoru should be able to get there in time and defuse, and they will bring it back within 1 round.
12-11.
Oh my. You were kind of feeling they were in the same spots too. WKD in that far side, you had Benny right along that front side wall, waiting for them to come down those stairs, kind of almost exactly reminiscent. Deja vu hit. And this time Yoru was prepared for it because they've seen it before, so a good job to make that adjustment and not get 2v'd forward. As they move into this next round, 1 away from getting that tie. If you're Sky, you're like, we needed to end it earlier, and now we got to figure out what to do in this one to take it out before overtime hits.
Still in sight.
Wazoo trying to hold the angle here for this team. With Swabby kind of backtracking on it as well. Very, very conservative defensively. As Sky has definitely kind of taken upon themselves to be more, a little bit more reserved on the attack as well. They're up mid. Maybe thinking A, but WKD gonna get best of that one on D-Slash. But a nice job from Nerd to step up and take out the top fragger, WKD. And now it's going to be another 4-on-4. WASD gets 1 Swabby. Now shots come out, fired, and Wazoo takes care of them. 2v3 now. Although the Omen is down low, Sky down. Swabby gets a double kill, and he'll get the defusal again, and we have ourselves overtime. Yoru went nowhere when their backs were against the wall. It's been impressive to see. It's overtime, basically.
Are you ready to hear this impersonation?
Yep.
Overtime. You ready?
Ready?
You ready?
Switching sides.
Oh no!
Oh, Beza.
That's
short
awful.
on that one. That's unfortunate. They will switch sides for this overtime.
The only thing that can
12-12.
only thing that can give me a recovery from that is if WASD gets the winning kill.
We'll see. It's a long shot. They need to win a round first. Yoru has had quite a few in a row now. 4 to be exact to tie things up here. 4 consecutively, and Yoru
Here.
will look to try to build on that momentum and catch Sky sleeping.
Here.
But they did switch sides, so now it's a whole different ball game. Your strategy that has been working is completely changed.
Yeah, let's see what the pull. Does no one have spike? No one's holding spike. Not sure the plan, but there we go.
Oh, and WKD twice. Edster gets him taken care of, but that was before 2 kills come through.
2v3.
Left is Benny. WASD, your boy.
Let's go. Oh, he's ready.
Yeah, one of them. So that one on Edster. As D-Slash will kind of take this one and does take care of business on that one. Now 1v2. The Cypher will be, it'll be Benny.
There.
Left to try to take on Nerd, who will plant now. D/Slash also holding the angle as well. It's up to Benny to try to take this point, but he's going to have his hands full on this next one, especially when you have a drone coming your way. Here's it, though.
Uh-oh, and he's hit.
Away. That was perfectly played, though, by Yoru.
Oh, he snuck out.
How in the world?
Should have gone the other way. Oh, no. Oh.
You know it's coming through the box as well. Oh, you have to look multiple ways. So Yoru now is one round away from the victory themselves. They force match point on Team Sky.
The comeback, 5 in a row. Wow, it was 12-8.
Man, this is where leadership will come in handy. WKD, the captain per se. You have Power Pixel on your team. You have Dylan. Benny's been looking sharp. WASD has been looking strong as well, even as a bronze. But you've dropped, like you said, 5 in a row. So who is going to step up and lead when you had is all but one in the championship, and now Yoru has a match point of their own? How do they play this one? What changes? Swabby and Wazoo holding back.
Who's going to strike first?
Sky completely changing when they had match point themselves, were aggressive, and now playing much slower. The smoke in such a good spot that they're able to hide and get through. Swabby takes one out for Yoru. And that's WKD as well. That is a large kill, by the way. And now the plant will go down for Team Sky, though, so they got that going for him. But WKD, that takeout was big for Yoru. But now they need to go on the offense in order to get to the spike itself. Here's Swabby. Will storm in. Sees one.
WASD
gets a kill on Swabby nonetheless. D/Slash looking around for somebody, but perfectly hidden from sight was WASD until he was taken out himself.
3v3, 3v2, 2v2.
2v2 now for Yoru. Sky loving the fact that this spike is
Great
ticking
smoke.
down. But Slash, are you kidding me? They gotta get across, but he got to him.
He got to half.
Oh man, the one-on-one. It's so close. Wazoo had to jump on it at that point because time was running out, and so you're forced to get on that spike to try to defuse, and they're waiting for you. They jump out, and we have ourselves overtime yet again here, Beza.
Just a reminder, we're doing infinite overtimes, so you may want to go get some food. We could be here for a while. This is brought to you by DoorDash. No, I'm just kidding.
Bad Beza. We are not sponsored or associated with DoorDash in any way. 13-13 is the score. As Team Sky obviously playing better when their backs are against the wall. When they had the advantage, they had time to close it out. They had every opportunity to close it out. They didn't, but when Yoru had the same opportunity, it eluded them.
It's like a heavy B push here. Or A push.
Spike
drone.
down A.
Slowly developing again, Yoru.
Only while.
Ooh.
Benny knew where they were, just did not quite get the pop through the smoke. Benny continues to wait, and so will Yoru. And if you're confused, it's Team Yoru. I realize there is no Yoru on the actual map.
Or Sky.
Blocking sight.
For that matter, yeah. It's kind of crazy. I think it's the first time it's happened. We've had an Omen on Omen, so on, so on, and so forth. But not this time. As we play into overtime, 40 seconds remain in this round, at least in order to get the plan off.
Oh, that's a good spot. WKD. Grah.
Oh my, he doesn't know he's there, but somehow gets away with it.
Oh.
And now he gets a kill.
Oh.
Oh, but forgot to peek back, but at least got a couple of kills for Team Sky.
Wazoo?
Yeah. Wazoo jumps back, it's WASD, but Dylan gets the kill, and Sky's got 2 of their own in a row.
Wow, the momentum back and forth, back and forth. It's like a seesaw bear light.
Yeah, and not to mention we're switching sides as well in this overtime. Oh, man. I don't think there's any more satisfying way to end this championship than to go back and forth here in overtime.
This is exciting.
If you have stuck around for this amount of time as a college, as a viewer, as in anybody, it was well worth it. We are so glad we were able to witness this finals. Now lining up for an A push, but we will watch WKD try to maybe get the defense to jump towards B so the push can go A. Dylan, a couple pops of his own. Maybe like a warning pop for the defense. That'll draw them back towards A. Now they'll rotate B. A lot of mind games here for this attack for Sky.
And for those of you who are interested in the results of the other matches, Team Sova did just win their match to secure third place spot, correct?
Third place, that's correct, over Viper. Done. Wazoo, D-slash. Couple of kills. D-slash through the wall. Nicely done.
On WKD.
Nonetheless.
2v4.
It just seems like these teams need a little bit of a bump, right? They need something
1v4.
to be up against the wall in order for them to perform. Now, it's a 1v4 here for Power Pixel. He knows exactly where the spike is. Unfortunately for him, he can't get to it. He knows where the corner is. Yes, perfectly placed.
Oh, he couldn't get the kill.
He got the health out of him, but Edster still gets the kill on Power Pixel when we play right back into overtime. And it's
14-14. Let's go.
Appreciate you standing for me. 14-14 here for these teams. Yoru on the attack.
There.
Incredible championship.
Ooh, we're going to get an Omen spray here. Love it.
Here.
They line up for
He's
it.
right in line, too. Wow. He's no clue. Oh.
Take a little bit of health from him, and WASD gets
You got him.
It's Swabi at least, but Edster returns the favor with a couple.
3v4. Oh, it's huge.
WKD, but Nerd gets him.
One enemy remaining.
1v2. Dun, dun, dun.
Omen and Sova. Power Pixel left.
It's a quick rotation. They're going to A. Yeah, it didn't really do much.
Yeah. Power Pixel going to be way out of
He just wanted
reach.
to use an ability.
Plant will no doubt go down here. Now Power Pixel coming through mid, and Wazoo knows it.
This is
Uses
a battle
another
of
side.
momentum.
Really is, and both it's been swaying so fast as you see the door goes down. So Power Pixel fakes far side, now gonna destroy the wall, but they know where he came from. Power Pixel continues to try to head fake and go the backside, but instead coming right back this way. I don't think he did enough to convince the defense that he was coming from any other way. Although a chance here to try to take care of that, but he's gonna get taken out from behind, and D-Slash will take the advantage for Yoru.
Switching sides.
All right, well, let's see. This could be it, or this could take us to another deuce.
Who is going to make it happen? Sky will be on the attack, and they will need to get a win here. Yoru going to try to play defense in order to win it. Yoru has been relatively successful on the defense for the most part, because remember last time there was in this situation, WKD and Benny were trying to hold off that exact site at B, and they weren't able to, and Yoru took advantage of that. So now it's other way around.
Huge dart. Heavy B push.
Oh, WKD. First kill. Benny
Quick
gonna put it down
plan.
quickly. Here we go. Benny. WKD. WASD. All the W's. Gonna try to force Yoru back onto it and kill him. Oh, it's WASD with a couple kills. Nerd does take him out though, and now it'll be a 2-on-3. Yoru with the Omen and Reyna trying to take back this points. Nerd does take care of
2v2.
Omen will try to cut off a bit of viewing point. Wazoo knows exactly where he is. Gets one. Dylan
1v1.
kills him. Wazoo needs to defuse quickly. He fakes it. Doesn't get the kill though. Dylan able to get that one, and we're tied at 15 yet again.
No charges left.
Switching sides. Overtime.
No words, Beza.
I ordered takeout and it's gonna get cold.
We'll keep you up to date on the status of Beza's food.
He's dropped 34 kills. Let the wings get cold. The man's murking.
WKD is on a mission. Him teamed up with Power Pixel is obviously a good combination because they team up on a regular basis. But to see Yoru, despite that fact, still hanging around with Swabby and D-Slash. Same.
What would you call that animal that's spray painted on the wall there? I think it's a hippo.
You think it's hippo?
Yeah.
No. Oh, Swabby.
WKD.
Oh, twice. That one on Wazoo.
Uh-oh. Check your 6.
Edster takes care of Power Pixel. Now the plant should go down here for Edster. It does. Now it's Nerd. Ooh, WKD again.
You could ace it.
And we said who's going to lead this team. WKD is the captain.
Oh.
And it'll be Benny that takes out D-Slash, though, on the other side of the map, too, that we weren't able to see.
They know he's trees. WASD. Hide in the smoke. Yeah, no.
One enemy remaining.
Nerd takes him out.
Oh, good
Benny
play
will
by
return
Benny.
it.
That's a big one.
My ultimate is ready.
All right, Sky now takes the lead. This is just back and forth.
Oh, my goodness.
For anyone curious, I got sweet Thai chili.
Match point.
Ranch or blue cheese?
Oh, ranch any day.
Ranch all
Every
day.
day of the
Alright.
week is ranch.
I was
If you,
about to judge
disagree, you're just wrong.
I was about to judge you.
This goes here.
All the people in blue cheese have now left the channel, Beza.
Come back.
Sky now has the advantage. We know that Yoru, Sky had like 5, well, now that we've had overtime, 7 chances to close it out, and every time Yoru comes back and ties it up. How is this one going to be different if you're Yoru? How do you make sure that doesn't happen? Very aggressive on the defense. Yes, Swabby going to backtrack on this one. Luckily for him, no damage done.
They know I'm hungry.
That's Swabby with a couple of them. Nerd gets one too, but Power Pixel down. So Yoru, again, every time their backs are against the wall, they answer the call, and D-Slash gets it there, and we're back even at 16, and your wings continue to get cold.
Yes, they do.
Switching sides. Overtime.
Yeah.
I will not watch another stream until Beza says blue cheese is good.
And it looks like we'll be casting solo if this one continues to go on.
By round like 45, you'll be hearing me chewing on wings. Beza's back.
Yes, finished takeout, and we're back at 18-18. Like I said, Sky has had numerous times. They're going to shoot themselves in the foot if they're not able to win this, because of the multitude of times they've had to close this out and still have not done so. Yoru on the attack now, and Cypher with the spike in hand.
Flash out.
Lots of shots, no damage. WASD probably staring at the minimap. Maybe learning from D-Slash.
Maybe he's ordering wings of his own.
Yeah, he's like, ooh, he said wings with blue cheese. That sounds great.
Now's ranch. Now's the time. This is very quiet. Too quiet. Uh-oh.
Our Pixel just waiting. Look at the patience, knowing it's coming at some point.
Blinding.
Gets a blind off, knows where they are.
Oh, how
continues
those
to
not
shoot.
hit?
It was on target, but look like it went
Oh.
around it. D-Slash gets a kill.
It's an important pick. Now they're going to rotate. Yep.
Here they go. Towards B. Defense will follow
We
suit.
didn't see any of them. Oh, he hears them.
30 seconds left.
Anything but silent.
what a
Anything but
shot.
grass. Great job.
Strike down B.
4v3. 4v2.
Kid D. Wazoo able to return at least once. Now a 2-on-3. Everybody at full health.
Ooh.
Until then.
2v2.
Enemy remaining.
1v2.
Seconds left.
Oh,
Wow.
man. D-Slash did some work. And Wazoo followed it up. And Yoru now with match point.
Match point.
This match been outstanding. Sky with the advantage. Back even. Then Yoru with the advantage. Back even. And this tilt has been insane. And you know what? Like, even the lower ranks, Wazoo as a silver and WASD as a bronze, still playing their roles nicely. Love seeing that. Now Yoru with the chance to end it. They again will be on defense. Trying to get Sky, maybe a little bit anxious to get a quick plan off like they have been. So you can only imagine that Yoru's ready for it. But WKD gets a kill right off the bat on Nerd. Again, Sky with the advantage, even though their backs are against the wall. Ever so slightly with the advantage, at least. The rotation will be deep in their own end to go all the way around to B to make sure they're not hurt.
So we're being told that right now, actually, the record for overtimes in a pro Valorant match is 8. So we're pushing it. We're pushing that record.
We're getting up there, and this is like as close as you can get, by the way, to pro. Some of these players, you have WKD in the Radiant realm again, top 0.05%, which is insane when you think about that kind of talent. So. Needless to say, this is along the same lines.
It's fun watching these super important rounds slow down. You know, the first couple rounds and the first not couple, but first 20 rounds or so. It's pushing. Now it's like, all right, let's take our time, analyze what's going on, and now they're on site. Surprise!
Oh, here we go.
Planted.
E/WASD still trade. This is where the action comes through. Sky, it's such a crucial moment.
Blind.
WASD gets one.
My boy.
We might be going back again to another overtime.
Oh, what
the
a
way it's still
TP.
filling out, but
3v2.
Last player standing.
3v1.
and there it is. Attackers
There
will
we
even back
go.
up. It's 17, and we continue to play on Beza. Oh my!
Guys, I'm hungry.
Switching sides. Overtime.
We love to see it. This cold wings is worth it for this high quality Valorant.
Oh man, does this count as 5 overtimes? Right?
I'm not good at math.
12 plus. Okay, yeah, we're at 5.
Yes.
What's 17 minus 12? It's 5.
21
overtimes. 3 more to tie that record, though, which is insane when you think about it. I mean, we were starting to get silly before round number 5.
Get silly, hey. Get silly, hey.
Exactly.
God, I need a nap.
WKD. Looking to find a sight line there. Did see one. So we're going to try to bait them this way. And now it'll be Yoru. Thinking mid, maybe A. It's looking like an A leaning round. It's also helping my casting, by the way, Beza. I've not really casted or have been super familiar with Valorant, and the fact that we are in now round 34, definitely helping out. Also helping out these seniors, by the way, which include Dylan and Power Pixel on Team Sky, and Swabby actually already graduated, but technically still up for grabs on Team Euro.
For anyone curious, I got the email. My wings are ready.
I have now been told that I am going to be casting solo for the rest of this season.
30
Swabby
seconds left.
trying to get the kill through, not able to do so.
Blocking sight.
Backtracking, slow movement. Yoru might be at a disadvantage here. They have to get the plant down and get it down soon. WKD
10
knows
seconds
and
left.
hears them coming through. The thing is, he needs backup. The defense is a little bit slow to get there,
They won't
but
get the
Power
plant.
Pixel
Down B.
cuts him off before they get to it, and so that'll do it. No down,
Wow.
and Sky able to get that victory.
Huge. All right, I'll be right back. Going to grab my wings.
Switching
18-17
Match
is the
point.
lead for Team Sky, as Yoru will try to again defend.
Beza, welcome back to scores 24-24.
Pretty much. Wouldn't be shocked. 2020, actually, ironically, is the point that we would hit 8 overtimes, by the way.
There you go.
Going
Math.
back. Turning back time, you know what I'm saying?
Turn back time.
It's the song I was referring to, yes.
Revealing area.
Can Sky finally close it out? That's not a good start. Swabby on Dylan. Quick pick. The intensity. They're just chilling there. Nobody wanting to take a big risk here. Oh, and Nerd got him. Nice pick there on WKD. And now it's looking again, feeling like, especially when you take out WKD, that we might have ourselves another overtime. But we'll let it play out first. WHD just checking the fruit stand, it looked like. That's what he was doing there. Was he able to get a kill? But Benny, finally, the first elimination for Team Sky.
Last player standing.
And now back down. If they're going to have to close it off, it's going to be Benny with 4 kills. Or a plant.
1v4.
Nah, no way. Swab able to get it now. 18-18. Back and forth.
All right, Bear Light.
Switching sides. Overtime.
I gotta go to the bathroom.
I can take over from here. We're good. We got this. In case you were wondering, yes, Beza actually did leave the casting booth. And can't make this up. So now we're back to an 18-18. 6 overtimes played out already. Remember, the record we're looking for is 8. Whoever put together these teams did an excellent job of balancing. Oh, wait, that was me. Glad to see this paying off in such an entertaining fashion, as now each team has had plenty of opportunities. I'm done counting how many opportunities they've had to close it out, and yet the other team answers the bell. Quickest pick I've seen in a while is WKD able to take out Swabby, who is a big fragger himself on the other side of things. And so Sky, the advantage on the defense. Looks like they will swing B. A couple of defenders on B right now. And it looks like Arena kind of hanging out in the backfield in the mid in case a rotation is needed. The 2 on point A here. Still holding fast, even though they know that it will be a relatively heavy push towards B. They're trying to catch him rotating back around and maybe pick one off while they do.
What'd I miss?
You missed. Sky holding off things, getting a quick pick here if you're just joining us.
Like me.
Like you. Yoru. Oh my, Power Picks 1 Nerd will return the favor. Trades quick. Yoru still an advantage. Oh, WKD with a quick one on Nerd. Wazzy will leave it to D Slash to try to get through. We'll try to get some intel to figure out where in the world they are. Wazoo waiting. D Slash takes them out. WKD to return the favor again. Fake plant from Wazoo knowing they're coming through. Does get one.
Ooh.
Was anticipating a kill. Ooh, that was a dangerous reload. And he will go down, and Team Sky will have another chance to try to close it off. This time, though, it's them getting the advantage twice rather than surrendering it to Yoru, so maybe they can get 2 in a row.
WASD, I'm looking at you. This is the round you do it. 46 kills?
46 kills, 26 deaths, 8 assists. WKD.
Sheesh.
32 and 21 on the other side of things, by the way. Team Sky will look to close things out on the attack. WKD.
Oh, they did it! The fake push A worked. Look at how they're all rotating.
They all rotated hard, heavy
they have 3
A.
over at B.
Now is your chance to push.
This could be the one.
This might be it, but they're taking so long to jump on there.
Way too long.
Oh no, they're rotating back. They're figuring it out.
Sight?
I think they were waiting for a rotation back the other way to try to catch them.
They had him.
But they had him dead to rights, and they just didn't take advantage of it. Did they? I don't know if that's a result of it. They just didn't trust that they pulled it off.
They realized how well it worked.
Scanning ahead.
Just continuous proof that Skies had so many chances to take it out. They do know. D-Slash just going to try to buy some time. The plant's going to go down nonetheless. There's Benny setting it up. They're in a good place now if you're Team Sky. Finally some progress here. This might do it, but they have a lot of time left on this plans. But now Nerd gets one. Yoru, Team Yoru, looking to press. Power Pixel takes out one though. It'll be an even 4-4, and they got to push site now rather than later. They need to push together as well. Here's Edster. He had a good spot, but he's gonna have to backtrack yet again. Team Sky, Swabby needs to jump in. Now is the time to press, but he gets one. This might do it. Wazoo gets one kill, but they leave it on the hands of the Silver, and finally Sky pulls it off with a 20-18 victory, and they will win the championship.
What a match.
Oh my.
The back and forth. Now that's
Insane.
high quality Valorant, Bearlight.
Oh my, that was something else. I know you all were expecting to cut back to us and have Bezo with wings hanging out of his mouth, but luckily he was able to wait and watch that incredible championship series. For all of you that was tuning in, whether you were a college, a viewer in general, or if you were on one of these teams just watching the remainder of the championship series, we thank you so much for coming through. Bezo, it was a pleasure to be in the booth with you, my man.
Thanks for having me. This was a lot of fun now. I'm gonna go get some lunch.
Thank you to all the people behind the scenes as well in production. We thank you as always. This would not happen without you. We want to thank Conference1 as well for coming through and helping us out in bringing colleges through and just being yourself, being such a presence in Valorant. It's impressive to see, so we want to thank them for partnering with us in order to host this showcase. For all of us here at Stay Plugged In, we will see you guys next time. Enjoy the rest of your weekends, and we're back to it Monday. Have a great day.
Stay plugged in.